man Christ. What I saw this Sunday, you missed wide open fucking receivers. Wide open. I could pull up a video of you missing a wide open receiver and trying to tuck it and run. Wide open.
Right hand side.
Wide open.
Like a quick little 5-10 yards or some shit.
Sorry, Isaiah. He's not reading the field. All right, go ahead.
Bro, like people call CJ Stroud a one-read quarterback. That brother is a one-read quarterback. You feel me? Like as soon as you see one read, okay, it's either tuck it and run or start. Bro, I just don't. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Hold on. Let's be a little fair. Hold on.
No, Jason.
Hold on 1 second.
No,
one second.
No,
I got you. There got to be a devil's advocate here. There got to be a devil's advocate.
I'm walking off screen, brother.
And real quick, wait, Isaiah. To piggyback off of what you said, he's 6-20 throughout his career. 6-21.
Thank you. You can talk to Dre about this shit, but I'm not standing.
All right, what up? What up? Welcome to the All Grind Sports Show, where we are politically incorrect. I go by the name of JC, here with my wonderful brothers and co-hosts to talk about some great football that went on. We into week 2 now. I believe this is episode 68 that we finna put in the books. Thank y'all for rocking out with us the way y'all have been. Make sure y'all continue to like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us. We appreciate that. So with that being said, man, let's get right into the spit, man, and introduce my first youngin to the left of me from the So Icy gang, tatted like a biker gang, my guy Andre the Sports Junkie. What up?
What's going on? What's going on, man? So happy to be on. Can't wait to get into it. I know you're a little.
My boy texted me today like it's podcast day. All exclamation. He was ready.
All capitalized.
And then we got the OG, the Big Ragu, one of my mentors, Daryl Dunning, aka the Big Ragu.
What up, y'all? Let's go, fam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm ready.
And then we got my guy, you know, he feeling a little good. Not from NFL news, of course, but, you know, he's feeling a little good today. My guy, the superstar, Isaiah Anthony of the Ant Hill Productions.
No, I got the orange and blue on today. Big win Saturday. My NFL team.
Jay Will, he looking for you, bro.
Yeah, Jay Will, I told you, I'm looking for you, partner. I'm looking for you, boy. I heard, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you can run, but you can't hide.
Exactly. You were talking crazy week 1, but now it's week 3. We had to get it together, but you know, yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll. You know, it's podcast day, like Dre say. Let's get it.
But yeah, real quick though, praise up to my guy Jay Will, man, because you know he did hit
Absolutely.
me, and he did have some shit going on right now. So prayers up to my guy, and hope to see you back and healthy and all that good spit on the next one.
Absolutely.
Let's get right into the spit, man. Talk some TNF. We got the Vikings in Philly, man. We jumping right into it today.
Minus those fumbles, man. Jesus.
Yeah,
that first half, boy. Can y'all ready to put that into perspective?
Bro, it just seemed like, well, number one, they need Dalvin Cook. They're missing him. And number 2, I mean, dude, it felt like they were turning the ball over every other possession.
Shit, more than that. I had posted a status on Facebook at one point saying like, bro, they turning this shit over left and right like it's basketball, bro. Like at one point, the Vikings turned that shit over. Then the Eagles turned that shit over. Then the Vikings turned it over right back. I'm like, damn, we playing basketball or what? Like, you know, I ain't gonna lie, Kirk Cousins got quite a bit of flack for that game, but I can't blame him for that, bro. Like that, like 3 out of 4 of those turnovers were by other positional players rather than him. Like, granted, he did have that one fumble later on in the game, but like, bro, he threw basically what was a touchdown pass to Justin Jefferson. He fumbles. Alexander Mattison fumbles. And speaking of, I think Madison, I think I'm saying his name right. But
I know it's a whole lot of fantasy managers mad right now.
yeah, bro. Like, bro, y'all far out of line, bro. Y'all little white kids or whoever y'all think y'all are, bro, hiding behind Instagram profiles with no picture and stuff like that, calling people out their name, calling them racial slurs, bro. It's never that serious, bro.
Yeah,
They never have a profile pic, bro. They never have a profile pic
when he posted, bro, they was calling him all types of N-words, bitches.
Over fantasy?
Bro, yes, with the hard
Wow.
yes, like talking about some, bro. You should maybe learn how to hold a gun and pull the trigger, bro. Like crazy stuff.
Damn.
And like they said, bro, these are people, bro. What the hell is wrong with you, bro?
Yeah.
Like so.
And it's crazy. I'm a little guilty because sometimes I be laughing at some of that shit, but like that, yeah, that level, that's wild.
Because in part, bro, you have to laugh it off, but that's also like, bro, that's rooted in Black culture as well, bro. Like in that as Black people, bro, we have to laugh that type of stuff off because we so used to it. We this ain't something that we haven't seen before. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Bro,
those is actually a certain type of fan right there. And me and Ragu was actually talking about this yesterday. It's them certain type of fans to where it's like they really are on some just like, you know what I'm saying? Like get out there and dance for me, boy, type shit. Like it just entertain me. You know what I'm saying? That's all we need you to do. Same energy, not to get too deep, but like same type of energy like Cap was dealing with. Like we don't care about nothing else about your life. If you feel it's straight Mandigo energy. You get out there and entertain me, boy, and win for my team, and that's it. I don't care about split ups. Like that's the energy them type of people bring when they talking like that.
I mean, same situation years ago with Malice in the Palace. People pay their ticket.
Yeah.
Like they can say
that was wild.
They want to these players.
And it was probably more disgusting than like me and you remember because of how young we were. But
like, bro, bro, think about that, bro. Somebody throw a beer at you from way up there, bro. Like you ain't gonna feel some type of way. It's just funny how the players are supposed to have this cool, calm demeanor.
Niggas was literally coming out to the court, squaring up and shit.
Exactly. They supposed to have this cool, calm demeanor when people are throwing beers at you, calling you out.
Professional.
Exactly. Be professional and things like that. But they can do whatever they want to and still come back to this arena. And you know what I'm saying? So, bro, it's just bro, just because
Madison shared some stuff like on his story or something.
Yeah, he shared on his Instagram.
He showed it.
Damn, I missed that. I didn't even see that.
Yeah,
that's
fact,
crazy.
I'll pull it up. Somebody else go ahead. I'll try to pull it up.
Yeah,
and also don't forget. My bad, Ragu. But don't forget.
No, go ahead, Dre.
Even the NBA players these last few seasons, Russell Westbrook was one of them. Fans spitting on him, and they want you to be professional.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. These fans are wild lately.
I can't just let someone just spit on me like that. Like what? But then they run when you do something.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and say it. They said, "Hey, N-word with the hard ER. Do you know how to hold onto a gun and pull the trigger? I mean, give it a try because you clearly can't hold on to the football, which is your professional career. So try something new, please." Another one said, "You stupid fucking coon. Learn how to hold on to the ball. You get paid millions and can't do shit. This team is 2-0 with Dalvin Cook. Move your black ass back to Boise and start selling cars or some shit. You slow, useless N-word with the hard ER. If you decide that's not for you, unalive yourself. God knows your black ass dumber than shit. So can't do anything with common knowledge." Bro, I told you, bro. I've had certain players slide in my DMs like, bro, you talking crazy, like, and I hold the same weight, and I'm not gonna waver off of what I said, bro. If I think you garbage, bro. But I never.
We talking about the sport though.
Exactly, bro. I have never in my life directed any type of comments like that to a player, bro. To tell somebody to go unalive yourself, because YouTube don't like to say.
I'm glad I hope he exposed them though and didn't like block out their name or nothing like that. I hope he full blown exposed all that shit.
It's just crazy.
They can send that shit to their coworkers and bosses and all that shit.
They sending it from a burner account.
the people that he hang with.
Oh
shit,
yeah, they do be
it's
doing
like
that. They
too.
be in them accounts with like 0 followers. But I would think they'll try to be a little more bold since it's an inbox that they probably think, you feel me? He probably really,
you know they scared, bro. They
They'll
scared.
make up a,
and that's
a-
that pussyfied cowardly spit. Like you can't even stand on it with your chest.
Bro, like I done told y'all, bro. I done had a player say, "Come see me at San Francisco." I said, "When and where, bro? I'm not finna dodge that. Might get my ass whooped, but I'm not finna dodge that." Like, bro, at least, like you said, stand 10 toes on what you said, bro. If you bold enough to inbox me, bro, inbox me from your main profile, bro.
I can't imagine if I'm talking spit or slandering a player like my Kyle Lowry days. I mean, he ain't the only one, but I used to go in on that nigga, and if he end up coming in my inbox on some spit like that, he would hit my page because I didn't never. You feel me? I didn't never say crazy spit because I'm gonna go out of my way to make a burner account to go. Like I don't do spit like that. Even with niggas on my team, that season when we had that Dwight season in 2013, I ain't never say no spit like that. I'd talked a lot of spit. But it's just a certain level you go to, man. Sports should never turn that serious, bro.
Like Dion said, like Dion just said today or yesterday, I don't know when the interview was that he did with the press today or yesterday, but this shit is a fucking game, bro. This shit is a game. I understand that we are fans and we love this game and shit like that, but you do not own these players. You do not own
Isaiah, I'm glad you said that because to me, that's the perfect way to explain that. I think there's a certain demographic of them who, because we've came as far as we have, this is the closest thing they feel they have to how things were, to where they can look at this a certain way. And this is the closest I'm going to get to the ownership aspect or to the just entertain me aspect, and there's repercussion for it in a very vile way. This is the closest they feel they'll get to that, so they kind of use stuff like sports as they
or you mean, or it ain't gonna be no repercussions. You mean like I can kind of get in here and say shit and get on Twitter
right. Exactly.
and type my little shit, and I ain't got to worry about really nothing happening.
It's the
you know what, man? I never tripped off of that shit like that. But yep, that's you probably right, bro. Yep.
It's just
a lot of a large percentage of why this shit goes on is because of the shit you just said.
Yeah.
Because nowhere else in society can they get away with that. They definitely can't do it face to face to the guy that works with them, the brother that worked with them. So, they make these fake accounts and they talk about sports. They talk about the athletes and shit and say,
and they be at the game. Shit. And they be at the games too, right? Good. That's some of the people that they've been, that you see the players have these incidences with where they be on their neck. It'd be the same type of deal. It's not always something racist that's necessarily said, but the energy is there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And
I think back to when they threw E40 out of the playoff game. Remember?
Yeah.
The whole little fan base, and that's California. Shit.
Yeah.
The whole little fan base around him was getting,
I seen that split. I seen that split.
Tell people that's why
they threw him out.
They think because like you might live in a certain area of the country, like you're not gonna experience racism. Like, yeah, it might be more prevalent in the South, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm, y'all know I'm from Florida, so it's more in your face. Like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be direct with it. They'll I ain't gonna lie, you'll have people down there who straight up come right to your face and call you a racial slur with no regards for anything. But like out here, it's more subtle racism. You know what I'm saying? Like they do that backdoor type of racism, where it's not quite in your face, but you can tell the prejudice is there.
Exactly.
No, yeah, I know. Trust me, bro.
No, for sure. I'm just talking about like the younger like my demographic, 25 and younger, they think, oh, if I move to Cali, it's just gonna be this melting pot and you ain't gonna experience no racism. I ain't gonna lie, bro. In Cali, bro, if you're a darker shade than about me, bro, you're not getting in the club as a young lady, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Isaiah, that's a whole episode right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like we can.
We can do a whole episode on that right there.
You know what? So put a pin on it. We're gonna put a pin on it because we can sit up here all day and talk about that. But Alexander, I'm sorry that you had to go through that bullshit with them DMing you and shit like that. Will I say that
that's
you
wild.
play a little bit better? Yes, I will. I will give that critique, but I'm not gonna call you no type of racial slurs and nothing like that. So about the game, it was just far too many turnovers for the Vikings, bro. That's what really killed them, bro. That's what hurt them bad. Like you cannot have that many turnovers.
And my take on that game, based on what you just said right now, even the Eagles are 2-0, but the Eagles are very much just as much of in trouble as if they was 0-2, in my opinion. Because if you look at the schedule they got, if you look at the schedule that these niggas got, especially in comparison to last year and the way these last couple games went, I would say that they are very. And then if you factor in how their counterparts in their division is playing right now, you know what I'm saying?
I just think they played two really decent football teams. You know what I'm saying? Like
you mean the Cowboys? Is what you mean?
Nigga, Commandos 2-0. What you talking about?
They are. So what I'm saying is, we saw some good. We saw some.
They had to. If there are any gimmies in the league, they had to up.
What I'm saying is, we saw them play two competent football teams. I mean, the Patriots still have Bill Belichick. The defense looks pretty throughout. Even though the Patriots are they're 0-2, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to be funny, but they don't look like shit. Like they've been competitive.
But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can have a certain record, but it's like the way you won or the way you lost. You're kind of like looking at the future of what that can hold, and that's kind of how I'm looking at them right now. I'm not saying they're gonna be trash and not make playoffs and sure. Like that. I'm saying for what their end goal is to this season, that's what looks shaky right now.
Okay, for sure, because this past Thursday, they ran the ball very well. Like DeAndre Swift got busy this past week.
Ragu, how you feel about benching that boy? I seen that Swift.
Oh, so you gonna ask me that, huh? You gonna ask me that shit, huh? When he said it, I was cringing like, fuck, yeah.
Ragu, don't even worry.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure every Swift manager probably benched him this week.
Yeah, because we were still filling him out. We didn't know what he was going to be.
He had 3 points in the first game, right?
I benched Brian Robinson.
He only had like 2 points.
Yeah, I did too, Isaiah. I did too.
I was pissed the fuck.
But let me say, man, that I think back, it might be like 1991, man. I told this kid, Lavelle Woods, I think I was on a talk show or something, to unalive himself after he fumbled in the SC UCLA game. So let me apologize.
You don't want them bringing up receipts on you, right?
Hey, let me apologize to the young fella because I took it. I didn't, he was a brother, so I couldn't take it nowhere racially. But that, you get a little. In this dude's case, the only thing we could not do was turn the ball over at that moment, and we was about to beat UCLA after losing to them 7 times in a row. And this motherfucker fumbled, man.
I can imagine a young Ragu with no filter, because I see how you is now, so I can imagine 30 years ago.
Yeah, and then my other take is y'all was talking about the Patriots. And we wasn't on that game yet, but Coach look old, man. Coach ain't gonna make it to Coach Schuler's record, bro. He look old over there.
How many he need?
I think we said 18. Was it Dre? 8?
17,
18?
You crazy?
I think it was 18.
You crazy as hell. He getting that next season. Shout out Devontae Smith having a great start. You know what I'm saying? I knew, like I've been saying, I felt like AJ Brown was gonna take his game to the next level, and he's been looking like a legit receiver one since he's came in the picture now. And this season he's taking an even further step. I don't even know if I want to say breakout season because of how he did at the last stretch of last season, but man, he's looking unreal right now.
So what do y'all make of the little spat that him and Jalen Hurts and the coaching staff had?
Ain't that type of spit normal?
Yes and no.
I feel like we've seen that with most receiver one or best player at some point in time.
And I think Hurts addressed that too.
I love to see it. These guys, you got to look at it like this. You'd be like, oh, he's a selfish guy. He's worried about his numbers and the team is winning. But contract time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They throw these numbers back at these guys, bro.
Yeah, these incentives.
And he like Jalen, like, bro, you doubled. They doubling you. I'm just taking what they give me. And he like, man, fuck that, man. Don't be the rock. I need some catches, some love. So, I totally felt
you got to save those for like the gimme games. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when you do that type of spit of like, okay, let me just games like that. You just got to take, especially when you're a quarterback like Jalen. You just got to take what they give you.
I feel
they always using your numbers either for you or against you.
Yeah.
Contract time, bro. So,
but I kind of feel AJ because he like, nigga, you got paid, nigga. You had the highest.
No, it's just like
now. AJ the one that started off this $20 million receiver shit, so he really can't complain either. But I feel you. He like, Jalen, you freshly paid.
No, I feel Ragu what he's saying. Like, definitely, like that's when they coming back and looking at contracts and like, all right, partner, we need to restructure your shit. Like,
yeah,
you ain't performing to what we thought you would perform to, so we need to take a little bit off the back end or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Then also, it's like you want to get in that rhythm now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's week 2. You don't want to have it in week 10, week 15 when you fight for playoff position, because we all think the Eagles are gonna make playoffs here and do just fine.
Hey man, I think y'all and Ragu's gonna be really pissed off that I'm about to say this, but I gotta keep it a thou wow. I don't think Jalen is who y'all think he is as far as being able to manipulate the game in that way. I think he really does have to take what the defense give him type split. He's not no Brady, Rodgers type, you know what I'm saying, to rock and like try to force feed certain niggas.
I get you what you're saying, but
especially with the way they've been playing so far.
If he wants to get where he wants to in this league, he's gonna have to learn how to be
like that.
Exactly.
Because that's a part of it. You got to keep your guys.
What I tell you, bro. Certain receivers, AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp. You force feed the niggas. They are.
But at what expense, Isaiah? At what expense? They trying to win a Super Bowl.
A couple 3 and outs, maybe. A couple 3 and outs at that expense.
Yep. Exactly. That year that y'all won the Super Bowl, Matthew Stafford had about 15 plus interceptions, right? And a few of the bitches forced to Cooper Kupp, right or wrong. He was living and dying with Cooper Kupp.
Hey, look, imagine this scenario. Imagine this scenario. You AJ Brown, you come up for free agency in the next period. You are matched up against a list of other receivers. Imagine Devontae Smith's numbers being held against you, and you the motherfucker that helped Devontae.
Yeah, the reason he getting them numbers, yeah. That's a fact.
And that's the type of shit that happens, bro.
I know CTE, but like AB and Juju at the time.
Yeah.
Over there.
Yeah.
That's exactly what AB was saying at the time. What the F is y'all doing?
Even though AB did us wrong, bro, you cannot deny that during his time with the Steelers, he was up there with the not just Steelers greats, but all time.
Oh, absolutely. That's why we were so happy when we got him.
He made Juju look like he was like. Now Devontae Smith, in my opinion, I think is better than Juju. But I was just using that as an example, as far as like, you know what I'm saying, stuff opening up for a guy that may not be quite as talented as the other one. So, you know, yeah. I feel where you coming from, Ragu, but like I said, I feel like y'all giving Hurts a little bit too much credit of who he is.
And I also feel like the boy is over there joysticking Jalen a little bit, kind of like how Josh McDaniels wish he was able to do.
And if I'm not mistaken,
kind of dictates where you need to go with the ball most of the time. I mean, it's pro football.
My bad, not to cut you off, but my bad, real quick. If I'm not mistaken, didn't they get a new coordinator as well this year? So
quarterback got a head coaching job, huh? Didn't he?
So that could be a conversation with that he could be arguing with him as well. Put him in a better position because he's not like that. And I'm not saying that disrespectfully, but as far as like the extreme examples I gave, I'm saying you might have to put him in better position to put me in better position. You might be yelling at the wrong nigga.
Yeah, I will always be adamant that it is a coach's job, coordinator, head coach, whatever, even with it doesn't matter what sport. You put your players in a position to succeed. That is your legit job as a head coach or coach of any nature. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if the OC is putting him in a position to succeed, he's doing his job. I understand he needs to find ways to get AJ open more because he needs to be incorporated in the offense more. But it is his job to put him in positions to succeed. You don't want to put him in positions for failure.
You want to win the game first, and then you want your guys, your big guys, to be happy. I will say this though, I was smiling the whole time watching the exchange. I'm like, look, AJ Brown bad. Like I knew right away. Like, look. And almost just going back to
I was surprised that Shannon Sharpe flamed him up like that though.
What did Shannon say?
Basically what you had said. Basically what you and Isaiah was just saying as far as like, well, and I mean y'all didn't say it, but the things y'all heard the murmurs of the fans saying, as far as like, I don't care about us winning. I want my numbers type spit. Like basically put him out there like a selfish nigga. So
Shannon did.
Like Ragu said,
but I think they told I think Stephen A told Shannon like, nigga, damn well if it was certain games, nigga, and you ain't getting them touches like that, you finna be, you know what I'm saying?
The same shit. Yeah.
Bro, like I ain't gonna lie, that was one of the realest things Austin Reeves said. Like he was like, yeah, I want to stay with the Lakers, but I'm trying to get paid. And any player who tells you that they ain't in this shit for the money is fucking lying. And that's the fucking truth. Like real shit.
Remember they asked Bean about a pay cut? He was like,
oh yeah. You remember when Mark Cuban was like, they should use the amnesty clause on Kobe, and then that next game he went
that nigga
off,
said amnesty that.
And he said amnesty that. For real.
Yeah, he like, I ain't giving no hometown discounts, none of that. He like that's that bullshit the media talk y'all into believing. Like,
I look like a hometown discount.
Give me my bread.
I just hate, and I know salary cap exists, but I just hate the fact that like everybody goes straight to the players who are making nickels and dimes compared to the owners about pay cuts and restructuring and all that. Nigga, what all them billions and billions you got sitting there? Like I understand there's a salary cap thing, and I understand with the luxury tax they're thinking business. Like even though I can spend all this crazy amount of money, that's not smart business. You don't go in business to lose money. But it's like with the millionaires, y'all telling them to. I know it's gonna sound terrible to say the little bit they're making. I'm just saying in contrast to what the billionaires are making. It's crazy that they're the ones that are come to about restructuring, pay cuts, and all that shit. Like I've always just thought that was weird in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna restructure the $224 million y'all already locked us all 53 of us into. We're gonna maneuver and shit within that to help you rich motherfuckers. So yeah.
And you sitting on 224 million about 24 times.
Right. No, it's sad. And plus all that losing money shit, and we can move on from this game, but all that losing money shit, bro, it'd be tremendous write-offs for them, and it ends up paying for itself. And it's just the media making it sound good for the rich guys. That's all.
One last thing that I want to say is, so last year into this season, through the first 3 quarters, the Vikings are like -90, like point differential are like -90 points around that range. And in the fourth quarter, they're like +90. +85. Bro, that's not winning football, losing the first 3 quarters and then trying to come back that last quarter, you know what I'm saying? Once you're down 14, 10.
You guys aren't ready to play. That's what
Exactly. So that's what me and Ragu was talking about on the prediction episode, coming back down to earth. It's just you can't win football games that way. Like let me say this. You can, but you can't sustain success year over year that way. Because we did it in what, 2021 was that when we went 10-7?
Yeah.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Yeah, you can get away with one, kind of in a sense bullshit year doing that, but you can't like Dre knows
Do it
like
consistently.
yeah, being a Patriot. Okay, when Tom Brady was there, year after year after year, we're guaranteed to win 10 games. With the Chiefs, year after year now, we're gonna win 10 games. You can't sustain success like that, losing the first 3 quarters. You know what I'm saying? So the Vikings do have a problem on their hand. They have plenty of playmakers. Jordan Addison looked good again this week. Justin Jefferson looked good outside the fumble. They have to work on the run game in the defense. But if something
Especially
don't,
pass coverage.
yeah, if something don't
Even
change.
when they had that, they was losing. So do they really?
And their pass coverage, Minnesota's pass coverage.
Well, I'm
on
talking about
defense.
last year. Last year they had a run game. So like,
Oh
well,
yeah.
they
'Cause they
won.
I'm saying all them little 2-3 years they had with Diggs in them when them niggas had all them weapons and they was still losing.
Oh yeah, they
When
have-
Thielen was actually nice, when Harrison Smith was actually nice, when
Well,
Cook was one of the top 3 backs in the league. I'm talking them days.
Okay, I think was Kirk Cousins there already? Because I don't think he was
Cousins
there.
was there.
Oh, okay.
Cousins was there.
And then before that, who was it? Sam Bradford or whatever.
Yeah. So, yeah, but they definitely have a problem on their hands. And I agree with you, JC, that the Eagles need to tighten up a bit if they want to reach their end goal of reaching the Super Bowl and winning that thing. So, like in the words of Ragu, we done spent enough time on this game. Let's move on.
So here's a victory lap game for me. But I want to say this first. Jay Will, you can run, but you can't hide. Nigga. I got you when you get back. But right now, I want to talk to Dre and Isaiah about this young Baltimore-Cincinnati game.
Man, fuck
Oh,
you.
What's up, brothers?
Hey, you know what, Dre, I got you, bro. Hey, Joey, Joseph, Mr. Burrow. I don't know what you and Mr. Jamar Chase got going on up in Cincinnati.
Get your shit together.
Yeah, y'all got me out here looking like a fraud. And I don't play that shit. Okay. I done vouched for you 10 times over on this podcast. I need y'all to type this starting out slow shit can't keep happening. I know.
And me and you said that though. We was talking about how these niggas always start the season off like this, and I knew they was gonna do it, and then they end up saying later. You said that shit ain't gonna keep working. You can't
exactly. That shit ain't gonna keep on working,
especially with the AFC like it is this year.
Exactly. Y'all fuckers gonna fuck around and be out the playoffs. Jamar, what he had 2 catches for like 7 yards or some shit.
5 catches for 31 yards, nigga.
Oh, it seemed like it seemed like 2 catches for 7 yards. I had you the NFL leader in receiving yards, my brother. I need you to.
That was your pick, huh?
That was my pick. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Come on now.
Yeah,
what the fuck is going on up there? But JC, I'm a man enough to admit when I was wrong. You was right. I was wrong. Joey B and fucking Jamar Chase, y'all embarrassed me. I'm sick right now.
Like
at some point they got
no. F all that. Thank you, Isaiah. First of all, Dre, F all that, because you doubled down and start inboxing me and all that shit after week 1. So I need to hear your explanation for all this. What's going on? This the team you vouch for. You inboxing me talking about Lamar ain't this, Lamar ain't that. I need to hear
what,
something.
JC, let me get to my point. As a matter of fact, kudos. He can win in the regular season. Congratulations.
Wasn't that what I said? That was what I said, right?
He can win in the regular season.
Super Bowl aspirations. And the team that y'all said has Super Bowl aspirations was Cincinnati. That's sitting at 0-2 right now.
Hey, please, not start there.
Cool say he gonna keep.
Dre gonna learn today. You gonna take this L gracefully today.
No, that's fine. You got this one.
I got Jay Will when he get back. Don't worry about it.
But when we get to just wait. But just wait until you see how flat they are in the playoffs. Just wait.
That's yet to be seen. All I said is on the way. They have an end goal.
All I want to say
all
is
like that, man. Why Lamar get you all like that?
all I'm gonna say. I never had a problem with Lamar. That's Andre. Like I ain't gonna.
I don't have an issue with him at all. I just don't. They're just gonna get dunked.
I mean,
they're
I'm not gonna say they're necessarily wrong about his playoff performances when he got there, but all I was saying was they have Super Bowl aspirations to get there. Like that is their end goal this season. They are a win now team. They got a defense as good as anybody in the league.
Right.
Lamar does have C and D list receivers, but you know what I'm saying, he's still been winning with that in spite of that. So
no, but what I will say is that they gave him better receiving core than he had much earlier in his career.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I feel an aspect of coaching in those playoff losses.
That is well. That Ragu, you're absolutely right, because I feel like the Ravens have never had a Pro Bowl receiver.
Yeah. And then that's why the guy's not there anymore. They moved on from that old core.
Yeah, exactly. So it made sense. Like this, I'm not gonna say, okay, I feel like yes, you still can win football games with the run, absolutely, but in this league, you have to have exactly. You got to throw it.
And as far as winning in the regular season, you got to do that to get to the
get to that. And that's all I was saying, that Lamar for sure does that part. He just be getting hurt. But he takes care of that part.
I was more concerned with the defense being up to par with previous seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Why you say that? Would they lose?
They just don't have. Granted, this
Marcus Peters, nigga.
No.
Hey, bro.
I
ain't gonna lie. This is a Deshaun Watson and Lamar Jackson stan account right here. if you talking about them, look, watch out. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I will say no. It was that
because he remembered the Clemson and Louisville day.
Deshaun has not played well, though. Don't get me. I will say that.
No, Deshaun looking better than last year.
Not so this past
shit. That ain't saying that. Last year was so stinky that ain't really.
Yeah, I was about to say that ain't saying too much. And then another concern was player health for the Baltimore Ravens, as we see J.K. Dobbins is already out.
Yeah, that was big.
Odell is having a little bit of ankle trouble.
Ankle issue.
A couple other players are dinged
Fucking
up.
Odell, bro.
But Odell, that's to be expected. I think we went into this knowing Odell wasn't a shoe-in for.
I know, but that was your. I mean, I guess you could say number 1 or 2 receiver. You know what I'm saying? Because
number 1 when he's on the field at his best.
I mean, the only other 2 you got is Nelson Aguilar and Zay Flowers. And Zay Flowers is
first of all, nigga, you put like Nelson Aguilar in there.
Aguilar there. I do.
Hold on.
He caught a tutty already.
That's what I'm saying. For us, for the Raiders, Nelson Aguilar was good, nigga.
Yeah, good? But even
good
or
decent.
For the Raiders, he was good. For the Raiders, that year when we went to the playoffs,
yes, he was.
That
Nelson Aguilar.
That's the reason why he signed in Baltimore right now, my brother.
he got the bag from New England because of that.
Absolutely.
That's right, he did.
So it was my fault for playing that, they don't have the same amount of names on that, playing the roster on paper for defense, like Ragu tells us not to do. I felt suspect to that.
It's not a paper game.
You're right. You're absolutely right. So the defense coordinator has done a great job.
I love it. You guys are, you're retaining all this shit. I love it.
So the defensive coordinator has done a great job of putting them in positions to be successful. So far, the offense has looked pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see them stretch the field a little bit more, but I'm not gonna lie. Baltimore looks through 2 weeks. They look pretty good. I mean, Houston wasn't too much of a,
and I feel like that was a big game for them. The
divisional
rival, the team that they probably worried about more than anybody in the division. So
I think
that was a big. In my mind. In my mind, I had that circle. God damn it!
In the prediction episode, I think you mentioned it as a win that would set the tone for the season, and that's exactly what you did.
Yes.
So Kudos to KC. You were right. Like I said,
the NFL did me a favor by putting that game week 2. Like they got it out the way early.
They nail it every year in, year out. The fucking schedule makers are fucking MVPs, bro.
Yeah, the schedule makers be cooking week in and week out with this shit.
Yes, they do.
They might have caught a couple clips and say, let me put this spit for these niggas one time. Just like last year, they had Chargers and Raiders on the very first game of the season.
That last
week, they said we trying to see something real quick.
I'm not gonna lie. That week when 2021, when we finally made the playoffs again, the schedule makers, when we faced up against the Chargers and Derek Carr with the timeout and shit, the schedule makers, boy, they was cooking like no other. They were cooking like no other. So shout out to your schedule makers.
They nail it every time.
Yeah.
NBA schedule makers need to take some notes.
Oh, but what I will say
they be missing the ball sometimes.
They ain't got Christmas right, and I don't know how long.
Yeah, it's been a minute since they got
So let's talk about that. They could have had the Sixers and the Redskins, who are owned by the same guy, play.
Ruben owns Washington?
Day. Huh?
Ruben owns Washington? I didn't even know that.
So I think he might just be part of the group in Philly, but he the lead guy in the Washington deal.
I thought it was the other way around.
What's his name?
Michael Rubin.
Nah. Who? This dude's name is Josh.
Oh, it's a different dude you talking about.
Johnson, I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah, that makes sense.
I was about to say Michael Rubin's I won't say. Well, I guess minority owner, quote, a minority owner of the Sixers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, shit, you own part of a fucking NBA team.
The guy.
600 million be minority.
His name is Josh.
What the hell is minor about that?
They could have had both his teams play on the same day with but the NBA made the schedule after and blew it. That's all they had to do was, put the guys on the schedule. But you right though. They need to look at that NFL, or they need to go talk to them.
The NBA got a new schedule maker some years ago. I think around 5-6 years ago. The schedule maker retired. So I think, man, it's probably been showing, and we didn't even realize how important that job was.
And that's a hell of a job, bro.
You would think anybody could do that, but apparently not.
Remember the league didn't used to play on Christmas. They sort of came in on the NBA shit last year with that Christmas shit because they used to let the NBA get that. You know what I mean?
And that's when our games was cracking, boy.
Yeah. Remember JC, I used to say, man, I don't even really start watching NBA till Christmas.
Around that time, yeah. You used to always say that. So I used to get mad as hell too.
Yeah, you used to be like, how?
Nigga, I'm front and center on Halloween. Nigga, what you talking about?
You sound front and center on Halloween.
Yeah, Christmas is when they get going, really. But yeah, so the NFL ended up coming in on Christmas too. So if I was the NBA, I'd be a little warm about that. Damn, bro, can we get one day?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That was a little.
I think it was what you said. I think Goodell probably went to Silver on the low, and tried to have a little graceful powwow. And Silver probably told them eat a dick, and Goodell was like, "All right, bring out the schedule."
I'm not gonna lie, that shit was fucked up because it's always been, Thanksgiving is NFL Day.
And Christmas is NBA. Everybody knows that. I looked for my favorite part of Christmas as an adult, because niggas don't get gifts like that no more, was the game.
Was the basketball,
that was my gift.
Hey, that's why they love Roger. The owners love Roger, boy. I'm telling you.
Yo, definitely. Like you said,
fuck it.
That's why when niggas was talking about he ain't getting his contract restructured, I said,
"Oh yeah, he's getting that shit." Yeah,
just cause y'all niggas hate that nigga. That's usually a sign that the owners.
Like Ragu said, the commissioner. Like Ragu said, the commissioner works for the owners.
Exactly, and people forget that he literally is their employee. He works for them.
Yeah,
they do.
So if he's making the fans happy, I'm pretty. You know what I'm saying? It's likely you're not making the fans and the owners happy. Both can't work. It usually
like,
don't
Rod,
work out like that.
Raj, go tell Silver we thinking about playing on Christmas. See what he say. He like, all right, yeah, I can tell that now.
What?
I go. So yeah, man.
Yep.
But yeah, good game there, Cleveland on that. Even though we ended up playing another game last night, but we're not gonna talk about that. Go ahead, brother.
Let's go Seattle and Detroit. It was an OT thriller.
Seattle.
This was a good game.
Jared Goff.
Back and forth.
Jared Goff, one time. Y'all finna get some viral clip. I wasn't familiar with your game, brother.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I gotta give him that. I
told you that brother is not as bad as you make him seem.
Oh, that's funny, man. That's a good one. That's a good one, man.
Even though he did have the one bad pick, but even that, do y'all know that was like the third? He had like the third highest, most consecutive passes or some shit like that before he threw that.
Yeah, I was about to say he finally threw the pick, man. Damn.
And it was a pretty bad one. Don't get me wrong, but
that's like top 4, top 5 QBR, bro, in the league right now. Jared Goff.
But what a game right there, man. And Geno, I mean, after that Rams game, I was kind of questioning, like, was last year a little fluky? The last, this one right here, he showed like, nah, nigga, I meant all of that last year. So
yeah,
shout out to Geno too.
Oh no, he had and I also want to give credit to Lions.
Oh, here he go.
Must have been about to say some shit about Boston.
Exactly. He was gonna say some bullshit.
Brown, 6 receptions on 7 targets for like there were so many people in this game.
Who? Amon-Ra St. Brown? All right. Yeah.
Yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Hey, my brother, boy, I'm so glad I drafted you in fantasy.
And
me too, Isaiah.
I ain't gonna lie, Detroit was out there looking like 2018-19 Rams and shit with Reynolds and Raymond going on.
Who finished off that game? I saw like that they went OT, but who won?
Tyler Lockett walk-off.
You said who?
Tyler Lockett walk-off.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, that was a great game right there.
Yeah, that I think that was in competition for game of the week for me. From what I saw, like I didn't get the chance.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, there was like, bro, that was a great Sunday. It was like I think 10 one-score games, I think, or something like that.
Chargers. Chargers Titans were one.
Bro, don't bring up that Chargers game. They lost me some bread with that bullshit they did. I don't even want to talk about that. We could skip that game when it come up.
No, we don't talk about it.
I told you Herbert a fraud, buddy. No, we're gonna talk about that.
Talk about the big sunshine. We got this.
Nigga, because I know you talk about that Chiefs Jaguars game, nigga. So we're gonna talk about that game.
Ragu, any last thoughts on the Seattle Detroit?
Oh no, that was just for me. That was the game of the week. I was watching it on Red Zone. You really couldn't even keep up at the end of the game there as to who was gonna win that thing. So, yeah, very back and forth. One of the very entertaining ball games early in the season. So yeah, shout out to Geno and DK and them too, hanging in there because they season was after what happened with y'all. And then how this game was going for a time, it was like, hey, man, they got a suspect. But, like you said, Geno kind of came back. So,
yeah. And like we said, bro, shout out to Geno Smith, bro, like for making a comeback in his career, man. Like he was really
he was toast.
Fucking door.
He was with the Jets too for a while.
Yeah, he was with the
Geno
Jets.
say don't call it a comeback. They was just hating though.
Yeah, real shit. He said they wrote him off, but he ain't right back. So shout out to Geno.
But I'm with you, Isaiah. Yeah, shout out to Geno for hanging in there in the NFL and finally.
Yeah, because people don't think about the mental toughness of even that. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit on. I mean, don't get me wrong. Us thinking about it, we will gladly take millions of dollars and sit on the bench. But,
absolutely.
For somebody, usually even, like I said last week, usually even the backup quarterbacks, third-string quarterbacks, was probably the man in college. So that's a big adjustment to come and being told that you're not good enough.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
like they say
for nearly 10 years in his case.
Like they say, everybody in the NFL was the man at their college. Like they were that dude. Like they, getting all the girls, getting all the recognition, boosters coming up to them. Hey, can I get your autograph and shit like that?
So they've been the shit since they put on this shit, since they decided to play.
Exactly. So for Geno to stick with it from being a jet to like, he was called a bust. Like Geno was in a sense called, I mean, not in a sense, he was
the Mountaineer.
Yeah, he was a bust to
what number was he drafted at?
First round, I believe.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up. Hold on, let me look that up.
16? 16?
Honestly,
check it out, right? Look, or I did.
I'm looking it up right now. So Geno was drafted. Give me just a second. He was second round, 39th overall. So that's still a starting quarterback. It
top 40. Yeah.
Yeah, top 40 is a good position to go at. You know what I'm saying? And those first few years were really rough. I mean, damn, like if you look,
it was the Jets though. Nobody took that in consideration.
But when you're drafted to be the
first, the Jets wish they had his ass right now.
Yeah,
you ain't never lied. You ain't never ever lied.
What, boy? With the situation with Rodgers, I know you ain't lying. But shout out Geno Smith for his mental toughness, because last year a lot of people didn't think the Seahawks would do as well as they did with Geno. Being a starting quarterback, it was like, oh, they tanking right now. You know what I'm saying? And he proved.
We said it after game 1. Remember, we was like, man, all they wanted to do was beat Russell Wilson, and now their season is over with.
Yeah, I was one of them. So Geno, shout out to you for proving me wrong, my brother. I'm sorry, I wasn't familiar with your game.
But,
I like that saying. We got to coin that phrase.
Yeah, 100% Geno Smith. If you are watching this show, I'm glad you were able to make that comeback. They say stick with something you really love, and that's what he did. He never let go of it. When Seattle gave him that,
and then turned around and got paid though. That's why I was so happy for him. Then you got paid on top of that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Even for him to be a Seahawk, just as a brother, I was rooting for him when I seen that split. Even though again, I did think that could have been a little fluky after that Rams game. I was like, I don't know, because you was supposed to torch us up, slice and dice. I didn't know how that was gonna go. I just know we don't lose to y'all, but I felt like that nigga was at least gonna ball out. But after that performance, I was a little unsure. And that game right there showed me like, okay, you meant that last year. Now, Daniel Jones, on the other hand, we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah.
Now Daniel Jones is a story. That brother, you know what? Let's just keep it going.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's not make it a story.
Yeah. Shout out Jared Goff for keeping the streak alive that long. Like he said, if I don't turn over the ball, I can keep my team in games, and that's what he's done so far.
I wish the hell you would have felt like that 2019, 2020, and all that good stuff. That's another story.
Hold on. See, now here you go. Here you go again.
I'm just saying, I couldn't help it, bro. You walked into that.
No. Jared Goff's problem was, while that is a good thing to do, not turn over the ball, he's just not aggressive enough as you would like. That's why.
Yeah, that did used to piss us off too.
Exactly.
Yeah, that did used to piss us the F off.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the problem you had.
At least I can say that's why McVay hated that nigga. I can say that. That's why McVay couldn't stand that nigga.
Absolutely. Like I'm sorry, like there's certain quarterbacks like Derek Carr, Jimmy G, fucking Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins to a sense. They're not going to force
to a degree.
Yeah. That's why I said Kirk Cousins in a sense. Like
I noticed y'all be putting a little bit of respect on Cousins' name when he come up these days. I don't hear the same energy as I used to.
I ain't gonna lie. This shit, like, okay, like on Monday night, like this was that Monday? No, my bad. Thursday. That's Thursday. They tried to place a lot of blame on him on social media and shit. And I'm like, bro,
he did have some trash moments in that first half, though.
I'm not saying he didn't, but at the same time, you can't place that game just solely on him. Turnovers that they had,
definitely not.
That's what that's all I'm saying.
It wasn't just him playing out there.
Exactly. Like, bro, like I said, 3 of the turnovers were not on him. 3 of them fumbles were by position players after he got the pass or handoff to them. So what the fuck is he supposed to do in that situation? Like that Justin Jefferson fumble. How the fuck is that his fault?
Kurt is the white Lamar Jackson.
Okay, let's chill. Let's chill, Ragu. let's chill on that.
Oh man,
let's give Lamar a little more respect than that.
Oh wow.
I'm on fire over here.
Y'all, do y'all care to talk about this Colts Texans game?
What for?
Is there
like I said, hey Jay Will, I'm hoping you get well, but I need you back. I need you back.
Well, I do want to talk about Anthony
I hope Richardson get right though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That he
was actually good. He was
looking good week 1.
Had the running touchdowns before he got injured. So yeah, hope he gets back and he looks like he is gonna be decent. I don't want to jump off the cliff on him.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Over me about
Stroud don't look half bad out there. He look a little comfortable. Have y'all caught that?
I was gonna say he does have his have his what we call rookie mistakes, but as everyone does. But there's some moments where you're watching him and he can play. And there's moments
sometimes it's kind of like what me and Isaiah was talking about when the podcast first got started. We were talking about Burrow's. I'm not saying he's Burrow, so don't hang me. But Burrow's confidence early on. You know what I'm saying? You've seen the split. And when I see the way Stroud is out there, sometimes that's a big, sometimes at least 60 to 70% of it could be mental. And your confidence is just as important as all the other intangibles that come in the hand. And Stroud looked very comfortable out there. He threw for nearly 400 yards, had Nico Collins going. Unfortunately, I benched him. But yeah, Stroud, as far as Stroud as a player so far, especially in comparison to Bryce Young line ain't looking the best so far, but man, Stroud's definitely looking good in that battle thus far.
No, but JC, you're absolutely right. I do feel like 60 to 70% of it is just mental.
Even more. 80.
I even though I had slandered Justin Fields, what that was last week after his performance, I'm gonna do it again this week. But
slander, I think slander is light. Slander is light. That was you killed him.
He has no urgency.
So, but what I will say is
he melted down on the kid.
He's on the tour now. He was on him on Sunday on Facebook. So I know he got something today.
Now I told you right now, I'm Justin Fields' biggest hater because I vouched for him last season, sitting up here saying that it's the line and this, that, and the third. But he at this point he's just missing throws. But back to CJ Stroud, the actual competent NFL quarterback. So
I think that says enough right there.
It's just mental, going through your reads, trusting what you can do best. You know what I'm saying? So all these kids have bro, I don't think there's any quarterback in the NFL right now who can't throw it 60 yards. As long as you can throw it 60 yards, you have a decent deep ball. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about ability. It's all about who has.
Hold on there, pal.
who can't throw it 60 yards?
There's a guy over. Well, you know what? He did get one to Mike Evans the other day, so I'll leave him alone.
Hell, I don't know if our guy can.
Yeah, Jimmy might be the only one who can't. So,
shout out to Jimmy G. I got love for you, bro. But I'm just keeping it 1,000 while.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, bro, all these guys have the ability to play quarterback in the NFL, but do they have the confidence? Do they have the, fuck it, let's let my nuts hang, pause, and show these niggas what I'm about. You know what I mean? So, right now, CJ Stroud is just like, fuck it, I'm gonna let it go. I ain't got nothing else to lose. Same thing with Anthony Richardson.
And that's a big factor with a lot of QBs too. They be in the mode where it's like, I ain't got nothing to lose, and then you see a different them when it comes to expectations. So that'd be another challenge in the NFL for a lot of these QBs.
Yeah.
No, I definitely think Stroud is gonna. I think with enough, kind of like what you said, with enough development, I think he can go in the right. I think his career can go, to the right trajectory.
Yeah.
I hope that he can stick around and stay healthy as they build the roster and they have themselves a guy.
Oh, I still hope they
They
never win
gotta
another
build
game again, but he looked good though. That I ain't wavered off that.
They
I'm
gotta
not gonna
build
lie.
fast.
They right now they still in contention for that number 1 pick.
Oh, easily for sure.
It's just that defense need to get built up a bit, and he needs a couple. I'll say a couple more pieces on that old line. I think he has in a true number 1 wide receiver. You know, that big body guy who can run routes and also
They haven't had a number 1 in a minute.
Yeah, since DeAndre Hopkins. So
for a while.
We all know how that went.
We was just talking. Damn, it's crazy. Me and Ragu was just talking about that yesterday too. All them dirt quarterbacks he was carrying.
Yeah, I will say this though, Anthony Richardson, even as a Florida fan, you have looked better than what I thought you would, brother. Because I was concerned about your accuracy and concerned.
Anthony's looked good so far.
He's looked really good so far. That's credit
Especially
to the OC.
rushing.
I don't know who the OC in Indianapolis is, but he has put him in positions to be successful. And I don't know how much more I can stress this about coaches putting players in position to succeed. Josh McDaniels. Yeah, shout out to the OC in Indianapolis, man. He has put Anthony Richardson in a great position, and he's utilizing his athleticism, utilizing his arm. Shout out Anthony Richardson. You know,
ain't it crazy how much a coordinator could have an impact on your career though? Like the rest, like the whole trajectory type stuff.
So, shout out, go Gators, man. You know.
Oh yeah, y'all need one, man. Y'all need one.
Yeah.
Tim Tebow, y'all GOAT right now.
Well, college GOAT, yeah. Bro, it's only a handful of quarterbacks you can put up against Tim Tebow in the college era, for real.
You agree with that statement, Ragu?
What was that about Tebow?
As far as college quarterbacks, there's only a handful that you could put up against him.
Tebow in college, I'll go so far as to say there's only a couple players in college football history that had storied a college career as Tim Tebow. I mean,
you want to talk NFL? At least my motherfucker got a playoff win. That's all I'm gonna say. At least my boy got a playoff win
over Pittsburgh.
Yes, sir.
Over Pittsburgh off a Stokely catch off that.
No, he was not going to be.
I remember that game. I remember that game made me think Tebow could throw like that. I remember watching that shit.
He wasn't going to be.
Tebow was like that for a second.
We just talk about for a second how crazy it is. Like, bro, you can be the best fucking player in college, win the Heisman's and shit. Go to the NFL.
That's why basketball and football niggas be mad at me, but that's why I try. Like, I don't watch them a lot anyway, but when I do, I try not to get too high or too low based on that spit. I'll wait till you get between them 4 lines, and then we have to talk.
In college football, it is if you talk about the quarterback position, it is a certain type of guy that's going to the league for sure. So all the guys that play quarterback well in college are not going to be good pro QB. But some of them be so obvious, you know what I'm saying, that it's like, what the hell were you guys thinking by not drafting this guy?
Yeah.
You mind giving me a quick example before we go to the next game?
No, I don't want to get in that because then that gets into a whole different topic.
Were you about to say like Jalen Carter, nigga?
I mean, I guess I definitely get what he's saying, especially with quarterback. It's like, okay, you can look at Tim Tebow, who won a Heisman, was in top 5 Heisman voting damn near every year that he was there. And then somebody like.
But their program wasn't like a drop back and the quarterback stand there and chunk the rock.
Absolutely not. Scored a lot of points, but like he wasn't, like he said, I was 12 at the time, so I was a little bit naive, you know what I'm saying? Being a Gator fan on top of that, you know, seeing him win all them games, I'm like, why wouldn't he be an NFL quarterback? But to be honest, like, if we're being real, Blake Bortles was a better quarterback in the NFL than Tim Tebow was. He was just better.
Yeah, and a better prospect.
Yeah.
So remember when you would when I don't know how into the college football game from EA that you guys were, as I was, but you remember when you could go with the different schools offense or whatever, and you would notice that certain schools had, it seemed basic because it was college football, and you had shit where offenses where you was running a fucking wishbone and running a option and doing all kind of old school mixed with new school shit, and then you'll get like a SC and all they had was fucking I formation with doubles, I formation with 3 wide receivers, just a bunch of fucking I. Yeah. But those was the quarterbacks that's going.
Yeah, because you know what the best comparison I can give is fucking Matthew Stafford versus Tim Tebow, because they actually faced off against each other. And we obviously know how that shit turned out. Matthew Stafford is still in the NFL, and Tim Tebow is out of the league after 2 or 3 years. Yeah. So Matthew Stafford. Absolutely. Stafford.
What they did steal, not to cut you off, Isaiah, what they did steal was the damn near full-time shotgun. Right. Yeah. Remember, that was not a thing in a pro style offense. That shit did not used to be like that.
Absolutely.
So now, and then also that that fake read option action is from the college game.
Yeah.
But they just pro'd it up. You feel me? And you able to do that shit and make the fake back there and still stand in the pocket. So they kind of merged the two styles together, but yeah. Only the teams with the pro style offenses quarterbacks were the ones that was going to the league.
Yeah, absolutely. It was crazy because if you look at college, you would obviously say Tim Tebow was the better player than Matthew Stafford. But
you would think in college, definitely, no question about it.
Looking here now, you're like, yeah, I would take Stafford as the quarterback rather than Tim Tebow easily. And it's not.
I got another one for you. Superman, you would say, was better than Stafford in college.
Yeah.
Y'all like, who the fuck is Superman? Do you know what I'm talking about when I say Superman?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You don't know?
Nah.
Go ahead and tell them, Ragu.
JC.
As a USC fan, Superman is Vince Young.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you referred to
sir.
He was the before Cam Newton.
2006 Rose Bowl.
Before Cam Newton, he was the original Superman. You couldn't have told me that Vince Young I will say
Vince Young was cool in the league though, wasn't he?
Hold on. What I will
He was decent, JC. Yeah,
he wasn't.
They hated on him. To me, yo boy.
I will say no, they didn't hate they didn't hate on him necessarily. Jeff Fisher killed that boy's career.
Yeah, your boy Fisher.
Jeff Fisher, that
definitely ain't my damn boy.
Killer. He was the quarterback killer. So he was the original Superman before Cam Newton.
Yeah. You saw what he did to you saw what he did to SC in that 06 Rose Bowl. And not just him.
I know you was referring to Cam, but as a SC fan, Superman is and always will be Vince Young.
Vince Young. That's great.
I remember that national game was the effing Super Bowl in LA. I remember that shit. That was a time. Because SC was supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Ragu
UCLA always back at those times. UCLA
Ragu, I don't know if you was here when I said this. I don't know if you was here when I said this, but would you say USC Reggie Bush is up there celebrity-wise in LA as far as with the Kobe's and Magics and all that when we talking about all time, you know what I'm saying, in the sports world? As far as the impact Bush had on LA, would you coincide that statement?
Absolutely. When he was there, when he was at USC doing his thing, he was as big.
My brother.
Do you know any Saints fans still to this day because of when Bush went over to NO? Because I know a few of them.
Any of us, some of the young guys, So
the
younger guys,
young niggas.
Younger guys, definitely. And I even coached this youth program called the Saints, so they was all Reggie Bush fans and shit too. So, but yeah, impact in LA, absolutely. You're right, man. Yeah, he was the guy at the time. Bigger than the quarterback. Bigger than
your
Liner.
quarterback at the time was Matt Liner. Damn.
Yeah. Everybody on. I think I've said this before. It seemed like everybody on that SC team got a chance in the league, whether you did something with it or not. Backup running backs and all. Everybody got a chance on that squad.
Bro, that's because Petey used to. You think? Let's just put it like this: what Deion is doing, and this is pre-portal days. Pete Carroll came over and kind of did the same thing. It took a little bit longer because there wasn't no portal like that, but the recruiting job that guy used to do at USC, bro. Oh my goodness. I remember we had a conversation with Petey. He said, we like, Petey, you don't be getting enough hometown dudes. He was like, man, I'll recruit the nation.
Let me tell you something.
No, honestly, back then, real quick, I was going to say back then, too, UCLA could not beat USC to save their life. Like, USC always came out on top for years.
Except for that time when they helped Florida out and beat us. I just was watching that what is it on Netflix?
The Untold.
Yeah. We helped fucking UCLA. That boy batted that ball down at the end.
That shit was that as a Florida fan, boy, I was in the bitch.
I know it was.
But bro, even as like somebody who grew up in Florida, bro. Like, I wasn't even watching college football at the time. Like I told you, I became a fan of Florida because that was the first team I saw play college football in 2006, the year that they won the title. They just happened to win the title that year. Reggie Bush was a well-known name in fucking Jacksonville, Florida, which is about as far as you can get from
literally.
Like he was a household
real name. Bottom of the map.
Exactly.
Everywhere.
Hey, JC, so just imagine, JC and Dre, that Isaiah, if they were watching the Fresno State game that he had the 500 yards in or whatever, that shit didn't even come on till 10 at night.
Oh, bro, like I was a kid.
10:30.
Like I said, I wasn't really paying attention to the television that late at night. And you like as a kid, you trying to stay up late at night and shit. And
try to sneak and watch TV.
Yeah, you nodding off around 11 o'clock, 12 and shit. And bro, like you would see grown ass adults in the fucking room screaming. Like you would hear them in your room. Like you like, damn, what the fuck is going on?
1 o'clock in the morning, this shit, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I had like. In my house, I had stairs, and you could see into the living room where the TV was, just at the edge of the stairs. And I'm gonna give y'all. It was just so funny because I'm sitting up there sneaking and watching the fucking game, like parts of what he's doing, and seeing. I saw one Reggie Bush drive that year, like live, and to see him fucking break all those fucking tackles and just juke and maneuver was fucking insane. They're like, bro, I know for a fact in LA,
that's another thing we could do a whole episode on is that, you know what I'm saying, Bush in that era right there.
Oh, yeah. like, bro, like there's only probably like, as far as highlight tapes, the only people I could probably compare to him that I've seen in this lifetime is Percy Harvin or Tavon.
I was thinking
that.
And
Isaiah, I don't know about y'all, but like, y'all
know the recruiting story with Percy and Reggie? Yeah.
Oh,
Bush had a good career, don't get me wrong. But we thought the way that Bush was playing, we thought Bush was going to be Adrian Peterson.
That's
the career.
I did not.
I did. I'm gonna say I did. And again,
so did I.
Until that Dawkins welcome to the NFL hit, that's the trajectory we was thinking.
Let me say this: Reggie Bush.
I never thought that.
Reggie Bush's play style was more predicated for today's game. Spread everybody out and get them out in the open space. You know what I'm saying? He 06, 05, I'm not gonna lie. That's still an eye for
Lindell. I thought Lindell had a chance of having a better career as a pure running back in the league. Mr.
So what was you basing
51
this on?
touchdowns he scored at USC. You can look it up. I thought LenDale White was going to be a guy, and he probably would have, but he just couldn't. He wasn't committed to keeping himself healthy and all that. And among other things, he was undisciplined. But yeah, I thought LenDale White had the better chance of being a pure running back, and I thought Reggie was going to be what he was, a return guy, a third down back. But I did not have him running that shit up the chute in the NFL at that time, bro. That was like the Larry Johnson, just coming off like a Priest Holmes type of era, bro, where they was slamming that thing in there, bro. And Reggie just was not. He didn't do that at SC. You feel me? Yeah. So why do we think he was going to come to the league and do that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, he was a pure, I'm gonna bounce this shit to the outside.
Yeah.
To open space and juke the shit out of motherfucker. Like I said, today, Reggie Bush might have went for 10,000 yards, but back then, nah.
Oh, for sure.
It's just,
and
I'll say today, Reggie Bush would not have got picked second overall. He might have got picked into the double digits of the first round.
Perhaps. Yeah, definitely, especially with the way they consider running backs right now.
But and that's because we seen Reggie already. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't no Reggie, they still would have picked him too, because they would have been all, romanticized or whatever, pause, about the college career winning the Heisman and all that. But now that we didn't been there, you know what I'm saying? Now we didn't been there. Now we know you don't have to get all excited about a Reggie Bush type player, because he ain't really gonna week in, week out be that one of them type of, a pick where you should be that high on.
Yeah.
He'd be more of a pick of a team that was already pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I just think he would have been able to been used like, how they use some running backs now in the slot and move them out wide and shit like that. So I just think it's just definitely prevalent that he would.
But the one thing we can't take from that nigga though, he did go and get him a Super Bowl. He do got one of those.
And he scored. He scored in the Super Bowl. And
yeah, he did.
Just one of the most electrifying players ever.
Yeah, definitely.
And not even just on the field, just his name. Anyone could be in school, anyone. I remember being maybe third grade, and you tell me Reggie Bush, like, oh, everyone knows who that is.
Man, Reggie Bush, man, he was a legit A-list celebrity at that time.
Yeah. When SC was on and they was on offense, everybody in the room was.
Hey, real quick, Ragu,
and I didn't even like SC at that time.
Look, before we jump into the next segment, Ragu, I'm glad you brought that up, because my dad is a diehard USC fan, and so are all his friends. Yeah. So I remember right before the national championship that you guys won prior to versing Texas. I'll never forget when everyone came in, when it was like, as soon as that offense came on the field, everyone was like, everyone all up on TV. Everyone's like this. I was like, dang.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It was, them dudes was serious, man.
What a time to be alive.
He had a squad, bro. That's why we love Petey to this day.
Then was amazing.
We love Petey to this day because of that, man. He brought glory back to SC after years of just not SC football,
not
bro.
Yeah, not winning.
You can ask your dad. They went on probation, man. I don't even want to say fucking what year.
Oh, yep.
They were. You guys weren't even fucking born or whatever. But yeah, and Petey brought us out of all that, bro. So he can do no wrong. We love him, and we were happy that he got away to Seattle without any smut on his name. You know what I'm saying? Because they was coming after USC, bro, for whatever reason.
They're coming at Reggie Bush.
Yeah, they fucked over Reggie, and they was going to eventually try to catch Pete up in that shit too. So, when he left, it was time for him to leave, and nothing but love for Petey, man. Nothing but love for Uncle Petey.
Was it 2 national titles under him?
Yeah, it should have been 4, but yeah, 2.
All right, Isaiah.
Hey,
I promise you this alley-oop segue is a coincidence. It was the next game on the list. Chicago, Tampa Bay.
Real quick, just real quick before anyone gets into it, can we all agree at this moment Justin Fields has absolutely no sense of urgency?
That brother has no sense of quarterback in him.
No, did you see the interception that he
threw? No, I got this. Let me. I've been drinking already, and I'm feeling good.
Nah, because of the way he went in on Trey Lance, he made him look like a fool.
Switch over, JC.
So, throughout his career already, Justin Fields has went 373 for 639 for 58.4% completion percentage for 4,400.
This nigga was ready today.
26 TDs with 23 interceptions, a 3.6% interception ratio, has been sacked 99 times with 6.99 yards per attempt and 78.4 QBR rating or quarterback rating, whatever the fuck it is. Mitchell Trubisky.
Oh my
Mitchell Trubisky went 511 for 809 for a completion percentage.
Fields, you done ended up on the wrong nigga split list.
bro, for a completion percentage of 65%. Mitchell Trubisky had 5,644 yards with 31 TDs and 20 interceptions for a 2.5% interception ratio, only 60 sacks, a 6.98 yards per attempt with an 86.2 quarterback rating. Granted, I'll give you some of the sacks and shit. Okay, we'll take off some of the sacks and shit because that's your O-line's fault. Your O-line has been garbage. But my brother in Christ, what I saw this Sunday, you missed wide open fucking receivers. Wide open. I can pull up a video of you missing a wide open receiver and trying to tuck it and run.
I seen there was one that they had posted up where they was like Justin Fields took a sack on this play and a nigga was right in front of him wide open for a touchdown. Right hand side.
Wide open.
Like a quick little 5-10 yards or some shit.
Sorry, Isaiah. He's not reading the field. All right, go ahead.
Bro, like people call CJ Stroud a one-read quarterback. That brother is a one-read quarterback. You feel me? Like as soon as you see one read, okay, it's either tuck it and run or start. Bro, I just don't. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Hold on. Let's be a little fair. Hold on.
No, Jason.
Hold on 1 second. One second.
No,
I got you. There got to be a devil's advocate here. There got to be a devil's advocate.
I'm walking off screen, brother.
And real quick, wait, Isaiah, to piggyback off of what you said, he's 6-20 throughout his career. 6-21.
Thank you. You can talk to Dre about that shit, but I'm not standing for it.
All I was gonna say was, is there a possibility of PTSD with what he's dealt with so far being on this team? To where now he has that mentality because he's been dealing with it for so long of a trash line, no competent offensive weapons, none of that shit. And he's still trying to bask in that I actually do have. I'm not saying he has the greatest weapons in the world or nothing like that, but he has much better than he's had before. But maybe along the season, this is something that he has to adjust to, get accustomed to, or whatever. Is that a possibility?
I think, kind of what we were talking about earlier. I think maybe the mental part plays a big factor. Maybe because he's already getting, shitted on and just everything not going his way. He's in that mentality probably.
That part he got to figure out. He's a grown man. Yeah, that part he got to figure
out. I just think, I don't know, man, because these last couple of games, including last season, it's just, that interception he threw at the goal line, man, that was just that.
It was pretty bad.
He didn't even take a drop back. He just let it go. And like Isaiah said, he's not reading the field. And like you said, JC, that could be a factor, but at the end of the day, he's got to fix that on his own.
It's not a full cop out, I'm just saying of the breathing room of it possibly improving because of that. If that indeed is part a big part of that reason.
But we can't give him that excuse. We can't give him
I'm not
that.
saying
That
an
can't be
excuse,
his
but as far
reason.
as like, don't full blown get the tiki torches and all that just yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not just yet.
Okay, yeah, okay,
Oh,
yeah.
brother,
That's what I mean by that.
Look at my face. No.
You walked out. You didn't even hear what I said. Talking about no.
I didn't even.
It's just
I heard you talking about some PTSD from last year. Get the fuck out of here. That brother
inconsistent.
On the scroll that I'm referring to, that brother had fucking.
I mean, you gave that excuse to T-Law.
Nigga, I said Tebow wasn't an NFL quarterback.
I said T-Law.
You said T-Law.
Oh, T-Law. T-Law performed in his second year. T-Law got a playoff win in his second year.
His first 2 games probably wasn't the best if we go back and look.
What, you talking about this year?
No, last year. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, give it, you feel me? Just give it to the end of the season before we say, get rid of this nigga. He
needs to go. He needs to.
I'm willing to give him to the at least midway.
I'll give him to the end of the season. I'll give him to the end of the season. I feel like as fans, we be too quick on that type of spit, man.
Yeah, it's hard, bro. That shit is hard. Playing kill in the league. Shit.
Hey, I'm not saying it ain't hard, but that brother needs to go.
And like I just said, he has much better weapons than he's ever had. But let's not act like this nigga got like a Eagles type offense or some shit like that, and he ain't delivering. You know, it ain't like it's that.
He's gotta just let it fly, man.
Hold on, you got T-Law fucked up. That second game, my boy went 25 for 30, 235 yards for 2 touchdowns. Nah. I'm not saying that's an overall great game, but that is a good enough game to get you a win. And they won 24-0 that game.
And we got a Dougie P had came over too, right?
Exactly. Yes, sir.
So I mean,
don't try to drag T-Law into this shit.
I'm just saying you gave a nigga more time. I mean, I ain't gonna say more time because it's been 2 years, but
thank you. They've been in the league same amount of time.
Mr. Dougie been there, done that, Peterson, brother.
I'm just saying.
But he also he's still, even though I know y'all say he don't got the best of weapons, he still has had better than this nigga Fields has had on both sides of the ball.
Hold on. What we talking about? Hold on.
Mr. Pop New England with the backup quarterback. I just had to get that in there, Dre.
So what we talking about? Because Trevor's receivers have still led the league in drops since he's been in the NFL. Even last year, top 5 in drops. So what do we? His receivers are not dropping.
I would still take Zay Jones over, and that wasn't even the best one, but I'll still take Zay Jones over what that nigga had the last couple of years.
Nigga, he got DJ Moore now though.
That's what I'm not talking about now. But that's like the first real competent offensive weapon this nigga has had.
It's not about the receivers. It's about him reading the field. He cannot read the field. He cannot find the open
at all.
You don't think it can improve?
No.
I do.
No. That's all I'm saying. Maybe
I certainly
I think I'll say it's left to be seen.
He's gonna have to prove me wrong. He's gonna have to prove me wrong.
Yeah, because if he do go crazy, he gonna make you look real bad with these first couple episodes, brother.
And you will come on here with a. If he goes to Pro Bowl, you will come on here in a Justin Fields jersey.
All right, now let's chill right now. Ain't no Pro Bowl going on. But let's chill on that.
I'm saying this year. I'm not saying this year. I ain't saying this year. I'm saying eventually. If he
makes the Pro Bowl and actually turns this shit around, I'll go cop the Fanatics jersey off top, nigga, immediately.
All right.
Not the bullshit one for $7,900. I'm talking about the replica, nigga. The one.
Put it in the can. Put it in the can, JC. You got it.
Yes, sir.
Remember this clip.
Okay, so outside of that, can we get some quick comments on the game before we go to the next one?
Justin Fields is garbage. That's the comment.
That game was just.
But shout out,
Mike Evans had a buck 70 with Baker Mayfield.
I was just going to say
nobody's talking about that enough.
I started him this week. Shout out my nigga Mike Evans.
He torched their DBs, bro.
JC, what it's gonna take for you to put some respect on that little dude's name, man?
Baker?
Yeah, you said it like, oh, Mike Evans had it from Baker Mayfield. Hey,
I put plenty of respect on his name last year when you wasn't here and we came back 16-3 with 2 minutes left. I put plenty of respect on his name that day.
You just qualified Mike Evans' performance as if you needed to say that it was from Baker Mayfield. You could just say Mike Evans had a hell of a game.
Yeah, because when the last time Baker had a wide receiver one, the nigga had to get forced out because he couldn't effing find him.
Well, that's then. That's then. This is now.
So far, so good. I ain't said nothing bad about Baker this year yet.
Yeah, we still have a whole season to go, though.
I actually said last week I got a little soft spot for Baker now after what he did to y'all. I think he's in.
If I'm not mistaken, he's the number 1 QBR in the league right now.
You might be mistaken, but the stats guys could check that out.
What
QBR in the National Football League, number 1.
Oh, shout out Isaiah talking about Mike Evans, but shout out Rachaad White, my sleeper fantasy pick that I grabbed in both leagues. You know what I'm saying? Getting a little Dougie out there this weekend. But despite of all the field slander, DJ Moore did still go for 100 yards on Sunday.
Look at that. Look at that. Wow.
He does. DJ
They're going to work it out, bro.
DJ
That's
Moore
what I'm saying.
Baker Mayfield is top 10 in QBR this year. He's number 10.
Purdy is first.
He's number 10.
Purdy is first.
But he's right below Patrick Mahomes.
Purdy's first.
He's in front of Patrick Mahomes?
I said he's right below Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, he's first.
Nigga, that's because all them picks from week 1 that had nothing to do with him.
Hey, that don't fit my narrative.
Dak is second.
Baker. Yeah, our narrative right now
Dak is second.
We don't care about
that nigga said we gonna start a dialogue.
Patrick Mahomes over. Yeah. I mean, Baker Mayfield is in the running against Patrick Mahomes, right? So that's
our narrative. Yeah.
I mean, 5-6 years ago, if you would have said that, I don't think nobody would have had much to say because Baker came out kind of hot.
Shit, 5-6 years ago, they would have been like saying you tripping Sam Mahomes.
Yeah, exactly. No, for real. Yeah. No, for real. It wasn't that bad.
6 years ago, definitely 6 years ago.
Ain't time a crazy thing?
It is. The league ends up separating all that little shit.
I'm telling you, the most goated picture I feel like in Facebook history is that Chiefs one that I sent y'all. When they said we're drafting Patrick Mahomes with like the 10th pick or 13th pick, whatever it was, in 2017, boy, them comments is golden.
Yeah.
Golden. I go there sometimes when I get bored just for a quick laugh.
I mean, but like on some real shit, bro. Like
and them same dudes is on his pause.
I mean, but if they Chiefs fans, you think they give a F about, you know what I'm saying, what we saying about their opinion at that time? I'll take that.
Definitely.
Them same dudes right now is shit. Pause it, my nigga.
Got posters and jerseys and all types of shit right now. They wish you would say something about number 15.
Because if you being honest, bro, like how many of us even with us, how much we watch the NFL, how much we watch college football, how many of us had Patrick Mahomes on our radar as to be one of right now he's one of the greatest quarterbacks.
Not me.
If somebody would have told you 6 years from now he will be a top 5 quarterback all time already, you probably would have slapped him.
I watched 2 Tech games. I watched another game, so he wasn't shit to me. I'm not gonna sit here and lie.
Motherfucker, I would if I could go back in that draft, I would have told the Raiders.
And really, it's Andy Reid. Hell,
did y'all have a pick before Mahomes that year?
Let me see. I'll have to go back to that draft, but I don't think so. I think we were a little bit after
17.
Ain't like y'all would have picked him anyway, but
exactly.
And
I feel like I know who we picked. 17.
Now that you mentioned shout outs, I mean, now that you mentioned, like, if someone would have told you, because JC, a few before that year's draft, I had a buddy of mine tell me, he was like, man, he goes, a lot of people are sleeping on this Mahomes kid. He's really good. He came out of Texas Tech.
Where your boy at,
like,
man? We need to get him up on here.
I wanted to give that shout out to my friend, because when he told me about Patrick Mahomes,
what'd you tell him when he said that?
So
no, when he told me that, I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, like didn't think nothing of it.
I was like, that's what everyone says. Like, everyone's expected to be this, but no, when he had his 10 touchdowns, what was it, in like 4 weeks? I remember thinking back, like, dang. Like, my friend told me months before the season started.
Ragu, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You don't even want to know who we picked that draft in 2017.
Was it before Mahomes?
No, it was after Mahomes.
Oh, okay.
So it was after. It was after.
But
All right, so at least
if you want to look at some of the
Who
names,
was it?
if you want to look at some of the names we could have had after Mahomes, it's not gonna be pretty.
Let me have.
All right, give us
Wait,
3 of them, and then we go to the
Hold
next
on.
game.
Hold on.
Give us 3 of them.
Let me take one good guess on the
I'll
draft.
I'll give you a hint. It was 2017. We had the
What position did we pick in?
Cornerback.
What position?
Cornerback.
20.
He said a quarterback.
What number? What number in the draft were we?
24.
Did we talk about this? Fabian Washington? We talked about this?
No. Fabian Washington is Aaron Rodgers' draft.
Okay, all right. Cornerback. Oh,
Out of Ohio
Conley.
State.
Garyon Conley.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Oh,
So let's just say we went with the same position. We could have had Tre'Davious White, who now plays for the Bengals. Yeah. We could have had fucking TJ Watt.
Wow.
Hey, we shouldn't even win here. We should not even win.
But you know what?
This
That
is
ain't fair
insane.
though. D and Isaiah, that ain't fair though. Because to be honest, you can do this with every team, low key.
No, for sure.
If you
This
really
is
think about it.
insane.
But you can do this with the Raiders.
I
man.
got you.
Who else?
You can do it with the Raiders more times than you should be able to.
Give
You're
me
right.
one more, Isaiah. Who else we could have? One more.
You have
no.
Ramzik, who plays for the Saints now. He's a pretty decent tackle.
The guard. He played guard, right?
No, he plays tackle. I don't know if he plays guard
Tackle. Oh, we need a tackle. Anyway, go ahead.
now. Buda Baker, Dalvin Cook.
Oh, damn.
I'm done. That's enough for me, right?
Y'all was just asking about Buda Baker in the summer. You're like, man, like let us get him Arizona.
Why does this only happen to you guys? Why?
That's a great
That's
question,
enough.
Jay. That's $1 million question.
For Marcus Russell, bro. Never again.
I wish
No,
I
that's enough. That's enough.
I wish like Ragu said, that's enough pain. That's enough pain.
All right, let's stay in the AFC West, man. Let's go Chiefs and Jaguars.
That was a very fine defensive battle.
It was defensive. Yeah. It was defensive as fuck, which is ironic.
Mahomes did look frustrated at times.
You thought that was going to be a shootout or something?
I thought
Mahomes
it was
did
a
look
shootout.
frustrated.
You thought Lawrence was going to have a shootout with Mahomes? Y'all niggas crazy.
See, here he
I'm
go.
thinking points, shit. 20, 30 points.
Here he go with his hating ass.
I'm thinking over 50 points in that. 60-something points I was thinking maybe in that.
You must have been thinking about 35, 40 from Kansas City.
See, here
perhaps.
He goes again.
Not 40, but maybe 35.
But what I will say,
but Jaguars wasn't having that shit.
Yeah, like
yeah, that defense looking real good right now.
On both sides, to be honest. I mean, you hold Kansas City to 14 points. That shit ain't nothing to be sneezed at, even though you game for real, like on some G shit. Like
Will Kelsey back?
even though Kelsey was, I'll say Kelsey was a little bit hobbled, but still, like they scored more points than that against the Detroit Lions.
Exactly.
So, Jaguars, bro, I don't know what's up with the receivers, man. They are dropping footballs left and right. I said footballs. I said football. see now, yeah, I beat that pause. Anyways, they're dropping balls left and right. As well as Zay Jones on the one throw, he didn't get his feet in, bro. It was 14-6. And it was a vital throw that Trevor Lawrence made a good throw on it. He should have just got his feet in. But Trevor Lawrence in that overall game, he has to play better.
He threw the ball.
As somebody who is vouched for him as the MVP, can't. My bad, Drake.
Man, yo guys doing you dirty this year, Isaiah. What's going on,
man? Saying, bro. I'm not gonna lie. T-Law, when I pull back up to Duval, me and you gonna have to have a conversation, my brother, because I picked you as MVP, and that second game wasn't looking very MVP-ish. So,
nigga, that conversation is dead.
That is into the season, nigga. Get the fuck out,
nigga.
I know we're not. If we're gonna talk about, hold on, we'll get to that in a second. But he threw for 216 yards, but bro, he threw the ball 41 times and completed only 22 of them.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That's not efficient.
And you didn't put up a single tutty.
Nope. And then the only guy that I thought like outside the running game that definitely needs to be better. 12 carries for 40 yards for Trevor for Etienne.
Yep.
Kirk had a good game though. 14 targets, 11 receptions, 110 yards.
His little bro
told y'all Kirk that guy, nigga. I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? My guys are showing up right now.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Right. You absolutely right. Trevor Etienne did ball.
Yeah, he did. I saw that.
Yeah, definitely did ball against Tennessee. But
and Big Bro was like, that's inspired me, bro. Like, I want to come out here and ball today. So
it didn't inspire him enough.
I mean, he ran for 100, right? Didn't
he? Travis or Trevor?
Trevor Etienne.
Trevor ran for 170 against Tennessee.
Travis ran for 40.
All right.
But I did mention in that first game against the Colts, they need to block better because it was only that big run towards the end that Travis had, in which it kind of padded his rushing stat numbers. So, I'm not gonna say the Jags are necessarily in trouble yet, but they definitely have some things that they need to work on because
they're right there.
Like they're right there to where they're about to be in trouble because once it gets to November, December, where it gets cold and you're going to play in these colder climates up north, you're going to want to run the football and you need to run the football. So
I mean, I'm gonna say this. Y'all in the division with fucking Indy and Houston, so you're most likely going to the playoff.
Yeah.
For sure.
But what I'm saying
is, here's the thing. Oh my bad.
It's a whole lot of AFC outside of them.
My bad, Dre. Go ahead.
But if they win the division, JC, they're in.
They ain't winning the division.
Yeah.
Who's winning the division, nigga?
But see, here's the thing though. The Jaguars, like Isaiah said, they need to correct this shit. Now, say they do make the postseason, win the division, make the postseason. They can't keep thinking that mentality of, we can just get away by just a hair. No, because come postseason time is a different.
You're gonna play somebody for real.
And then when you come up against, say, a first seed team who just had a bye, not saying you can't necessarily win, but if you keep thinking, we'll just straight by
you're gonna keep running into number 15 is what's gonna happen.
That's what happened last year. That's what happened last year. But honestly, they didn't really get beat up there. They made mistakes coming down the stretch.
If that offense did what they
didn't blow a 27
they could have snuck that game. You can't drop.
No, they did not
like that. You beat the Colts last week, my name.
No, but JC, okay. But
let's keep it in perspective.
This is the hater out of JC coming out. Because
I'm giving my game analysis. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking niggas out.
Obviously, you didn't watch the game, my nigga, because they only lost 14-9. And like I said, they have
17-9, nigga. Don't try to keep taking away the 3 points. They
wow.
lost by a full touchdown, nigga.
So they lost by 8 points. Anyways, against.
So why you keep saying 14 though?
My bad, nigga. When I checked the score, it was 14-9. The Ravens game was on at the same fucking time. My bad, nigga. Damn.
I don't know what you was still watching your game, folks.
My bad. I've been drinking since we got on podcast, nigga. Damn. Cut me some slack.
What was you still watching your game for? You should have been that 904 spit you been talking about.
Nigga, shut up. Kiss my ass. You know what? Fuck you. Anyways, they held the Chiefs to 17 points. That means there was some good to come out of the defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
that's a lot of good to come out of the defense.
That's what I'm saying. So there's not a need to
pause.
So there's not quite a need to hit the panic button yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was some good, there was some bad. You know, you go back to the drawing board right now. I do think that because Andy Reid and Doug Peterson are somewhat similar in the sense that they like to run a lot of motion and move players around and, like, you know, try to get them out into open space, that Andy Reid was a little bit prepared for Doug Peterson. Because as we saw in the Super Bowl this past year, that Andy Reid in the second half, he made adjustments of, okay, I'm gonna put some players in motion and make them really guard my best players in space. And you know, Doug Peterson will need to make some adjustments. And I think the Jaguars are fine. The Chiefs are fine. Everybody are overreacted to week one, myself included. And it's a little bit of overreaction here. Both football teams are good. I think the Jags are still in position to win this division. But they definitely do need to tighten up on things a bit. Absolutely need to tighten up on things.
And also get that run game starting, because again, if they make playoffs, they're gonna need that run game.
Yeah, you're definitely correct. Because right now, I mean, obviously we expect the Chiefs to win their division. Now that the Jets are out of there, I kind of expect
Raiders are winning that division.
Hey, I hope they do. Brother, I hope you're right. But I like now with the Jets being done, even if the Jets would have still had Rodgers and won that division, you're still going somewhere cold between Buffalo and New York. So
that's right.
You got to run the football. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just not easy to throw the football when it's cold.
They need to get them another running back. Not in replace of Editini, but to
I mean,
in this day and age, you notice a lot of teams are getting like 2 starting quality
pass catchers.
Like, you're starting to see that a lot more for a reason.
I agree, but they drafted Tanks Bigsby out of Auburn for that reason, to be that, you know, kind of more power back, because, you know, Travis Etienne is a little bit more elusive and, you know, more of an open space running back. Tank Bigsby is supposed to be that bruiser type of running back. So Tank Bigsby needs to get on roll, but at the same time, it starts with the O-line. The O-line has to get that push.
Sure, absolutely.
Because
they have to win the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you got that, bro. Like, I don't know how much I can stress about winning at the line. Yeah, winning at the line of scrimmage is vital to every piece.
It's the whole deal. Yeah.
Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that season they got Murray when that nigga went off on Dallas because of how that line was?
I mean, Ragu can attest to this. I mean, he's played college football. I mean, if you win at the line of scrimmage, both offense and defense, bro, that's more than half the game right there.
Yeah, it makes everybody better, bro. It's tremendous
because it's giving their quarterback time in the pocket, when they're on pass, when they are running, they can just open up holes.
Yeah, So like you said, to go on the defensive side, if the D line is getting to the quarterback, then
all of a sudden you got great DBs.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Ragu.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ragu.
That was well said, man.
It also opens up for your linebackers to get in the backfield to make tackles for loss. So, bro, the line of scrimmage is the most, bro. It is probably the most vital part of football. Even more so.
That's why them niggas been getting paid. They ain't got no problem paying them.
Yeah,
it is the
on both sides.
On offense, it is the engine.
Yes,
it is the
Look
engine.
at Zach Martin, for example, for Dallas. When Zach Martin goes down, Dallas is like, because he's half of that. He's part of that good blocking up front.
Yeah, look what happened to my niggas after Whitworth retired. Something simple as that.
It's the engine, bro. Yeah, every level. You control the line of scrimmage, you're gonna win football games.
Yep.
Period.
So Chargers, Tennessee?
No, sir. You're going Green Bay in Atlanta. You're not finna traumatize me again.
Hey,
Jordan, they really allowed that comeback, man. That's crazy.
Let me say this. Jordan Love, I was not familiar
with your game, brother. Talk your shit.
I was not familiar with your game, boy. Because what the fuck?
I still gotta give him.
He is looking like.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. If y'all notice when Love name came up, I was quiet. When he leaves, because the way that the Packers players have been talking about him, you could tell the difference. Sometimes niggas be talking about their QB, and you could tell they just trying to uplift, motivate. The way them niggas been talking about Jordan Love this summer, I held my reservations. I'm like, okay, let me see what the hell they might have been seeing, and thus far, I mean, it's looking like what they've been saying. If he has that mentality of I don't have to be number 4 or number 12, I think he takes an even bigger step because he takes that pressure off of himself.
Because he has to just be himself, not them.
Literally. And I think that's it's easier said than done because that's kind of like what every Patriots quarterback been going through the last few years. But if Love just keeps whatever that is that he has in his mind right now and keeps that going, he should be all right.
You are correct.
And I wanted to say too, my bad, Isaiah, but I just want to throw in there too that I agree too. Like I slandered him a little bit. I mean, just seeing him play, man, that was just incredible to see. I was like, wow.
We just didn't know. So I believe
we didn't have an idea.
That's why I shut the hell up when he came up.
Me too.
That was them niggas talking. That's why I shut up because I didn't know. I give these quarterback times, man. Like that's why they thought I was so on the Trey Lance train. I just like to give niggas chances because I feel like fans,
we gave him a chance.
Y'all didn't give that nigga no chance.
Thank you.
As fans, we throw niggas away way too quick.
Jordan Love did not get a chance.
Jordan Love played more games than Trey Lance did. So y'all about to start this spit again. He didn't get a chance.
No, yeah, like Raglan said, we're spending too much time on that bum ass nigga. Anyway.
Yeah, I wasn't even trying to. Man, y'all didn't give him a chance, bro. That's over with.
Because I'm floated into Trey Lance.
Jordan Love is 5th in QBR.
But I'm saying in general, if fans throw quarterbacks away too quick, you need at least a good, I feel, 2-3 years before you know if you got a guy or not.
All right.
Quarterback, y'all always talk about how quarterback is the hardest position in sports, arguably. But then y'all expect the nigga to be,
you got a point there.
Aaron Rodgers or Peyton Manning in 5-6 games.
No, everybody ain't that anyway.
Exactly.
Which might
makes
be
it even worse.
Without getting to those heights. No, I agree. You got to give them time.
Man, fuck that.
That's why I said all these rooks wasn't. If you remember, I said all these rooks wasn't finna be shit. It's not easy. You just don't walk in and just take over the fucking game.
We gave Trey Lance more than enough time, but
yeah, I feel we did.
Jordan Love.
How is 3 games more than enough time? and one was in the ring.
His ass hurt or whatever, bro. That ain't our.
That's not time. I'm talking about on the field. If you keep getting hurt, then okay, say the nigga keep getting hurt, but y'all didn't give him time.
Well, he kept getting hurt. Stop getting fucked up out there and play quarterback. I don't even know how to say it. No player did that. Nothing against him. And he was overdrafted, and we gonna move on.
Yeah, but that was a damn good game. You know, what's they Oh no, these niggas 2 different divisions. I'm tripping. But yeah, that was a damn good game. Came down to the wire. Great comeback by Atlanta.
One of my sleeper teams who might even
same here. Yeah. We keep saying Drake Ritter finally found some type of thing going with Drake London. Maybe y'all niggas was in his inbox enough this week. He said, all right, I got y'all.
Shout out to Des Ritter. Yeah. Shout out to Des Ritter. Shout out to
Bijan Robinson. Did y'all see some of the moves that nigga was putting on this week?
Hey,
he was better than advertised.
Let me say this. Yeah, I agree, Isaiah. Because look, they gave it to that kid
when they needed it
in the game-clinching play on 3rd down and like 4.
No, it was 4th. It was 4th down.
Was it 4th?
It was 4th down when that happened.
I know they ran the ball.
And he juked 2 niggas.
He did. They got that shit. They got that shit. Yeah.
They were questioning Arthur Smith for even making that play call at the time.
Yeah, they knew something. They saw something in practice, boy. But this,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I thought he was a little bit overhyped coming in, and I was
Me too.
Sitting here watching these games, I'm like, damn, boy, he was even better than advertised. Like, this shit, what he's doing right now is very impressive. So shout out, BA.
I could not believe they turned around and handed that boy the ball, man. With the game on the line like that.
On a sweep.
First of all, running the ball, and second of all, to a rookie. So
wow. Exactly.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, wink. NFL of these running backs not being important.
Yeah, great call.
Great
call. Yeah, wink NFL, and shout out to my Nicholas Jamal Chubb, man. Get better, bro.
All right. Here's the game I've been wanting to highlight my boy Isaiah about as well. Nigga, didn't I tell you to be careful with the Josh Allen slander last week? Didn't I tell you? I told you to be careful with that.
No, wrong.
I said, you about to play this nigga, bro. Be careful. I gave you your disclaimer warning.
Wrong. Hey, Patrick Graham, bro, you need to be arrested from stealing money from the Las Vegas Raiders, because I have never seen a fucking defensive coordinator run soft zone as much as you have.
Yeah, it was so predictable, bro. I mean, I felt like I could have played quarterback for the Bills on Sunday, man.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Motherfucker didn't rush nobody. He didn't, bro.
It was so simple.
Thank you. 4-man, 3-man rush the entire time. Let them get whatever they, bro. If it was 8 yards or less, let them get whatever the fuck they wanted.
We you know, they stayed too simple, didn't blitz the guy enough, stayed on the field way too long because of that. And that's just on defense. I ain't even got to offense yet. We still got some issues. Defensive back, the young guy, Bennett, number 0, I think he's going to be a player, but he still got some developing to do. Passing on Jalen Carter it just looks worse. It just looks worse. Yeah.
I mean, I understand. I from a football perspective, it don't make sense. But after what y'all just went through with Ruggs, I mean, it makes sense. Like it makes perfect sense why y'all passed them.
I'm tired of this shit. Take the best fucking player available. I don't give a anymore.
Get the
That's
kids.
easy. That's easy for y'all to say when you're not investing the money in another potential
to
PR
agree to a
nightmare.
driver or something. Put some type of clause in this shit, bro. Do something. Think. Don't just say we're not gonna take the guy because of this shit. You feel me? And you're trying to build a roster here, and glaring need is in the middle of the defense, and it's still the same, bro. It's still the same. They running on us with mid running backs. Let's be honest.
Yes, sir.
Stars, it ain't stars.
Cook been looking all right first couple weeks.
Man, stop fucking playing. Stop fucking playing.
And he has, but he's some bomb man.
I don't know about a $123, but he's been looking all right so far so good.
Bro,
like Isaiah told me on Sunday, the Raiders made a complete 180 from week 1.
Thank you. Like, bro,
no, they didn't. Not really. We hate that good.
Yeah, really. That's that honestly. And when I seen Isaiah kind of going in, I was kind of thinking, I understand you hate on the Bills, but Bills is another team with they supposed to be in win now mode type split. Y'all being realistic clearly are not in that place right now. So I don't get what you expected.
No, it shouldn't have been 38-10. So in some aspects, you are right, right? It kind of did do
it's not about the win now mode. It's about being fucking competitive. And what I saw on Sunday,
so it's the way that they're losing right now to you.
Exactly.
Okay.
What I saw
and we're not losing, JC. We lost one game. See how you are, bro? You on the it's the way they're losing. We just lost one game. We only played 2.
Hey, Ragu, let me ask you a question. How many games did you predict the Raiders to win this year?
5.
Okay, so what is we talking about?
That's your ass up.
Still shit. And I had us losing this game as one of them 12 that I got us losing. However, we don't ever want 38-10.
Okay, that's fair.
That's fair.
Especially, I'm sure when you see other teams competing, Texans is fit when they saw the Colts. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is,
I get it.
It was all good until we got to turning the ball over. To be honest with you,
my thing is the Jets lost. I mean, the Jets beat them. Granted, they won on the back of their defense, but they had fucking Zach Wilson at quarterback. Let's be fucking for real, bro. You telling me we can blow out 38-10?
Bro,
this is
it was all good until we start turning the ball over, and then once that happened, and turnovers got behind the 8 ball.
What's up with y'all boy Jacobs though too?
Nigga, they ain't run blocking them. Run blocking his ass.
They made us one-dimensional because we could not block those guys on run. They stacked the box on us, and we could not get them blocked. That's what's up with Jacobs. And Jimmy G, I mean, let's face it, Jimmy G shit the bed Sunday.
Yeah. It was
Jimmy G shit the bed on Sunday, man.
That's what I mean when it was a complete 180. Like that first game, he played ballsy, pause.
Jimmy G might have did a 180. He might have played, you might could say Jimmy G played it. He did not play well on Sunday at all.
At all. And
outside of that first drive, right? Or maybe the first and the third drive.
That first drive was immaculate. That first drive was perfect.
After that first drive, bro.
It's just bro, you're missing. I ain't gonna lie. At this point, Jimmy G, bro, I see what Norman talking about, bro. You missing wide open receivers downfield, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Was there not any cohesiveness with Hunter Renfrow or some shit? What the fuck is going? Because Hunter Renfrow has been going on the all 22 from some of those plays on Sunday. I saw him wide the fuck open. And when I'm wide open, nobody within 5 to 10 yards of this nigga.
Gave him a 3 look at pre-snap and then ran into a 2 off the snap, and Jimmy G just prejudged it, bro. He never came back to Renfrow at all. You could tell.
Yeah, he's always been like that. scared to take risks. That nigga throw that spit away and take the sack.
He didn't even realize they went to cover 3. I believe they went to cover 2 out of that. I would say he didn't even realize what happened. Because then you would have known. You know where Renfro's route is going. So you would have looked right there in the middle of the field immediately if you'd have known they went to cover 2. That's why I think he did not know.
Yeah. So for me, it's like, what are we doing here, man? Like, at this point,
he held the ball too long a couple times, and also what stood out to me is when are we gonna find a fucking offensive guard, bro, on the right side that can fucking block?
Yeah.
I mean, gee whiz, man, what the God damn.
Blocking was a huge issue.
That run blocking on Sunday was some of the most pitiful shit I have ever seen. Some of those pitiful shit.
That guard inside, bro, Van Roten, number 70, he used to play for the Bills. And if you remember the first play of the game, 95 just ran right through his ass. Like, this dude can't block me. I remember him from practice. You know what I mean? You could tell.
That's Will Smith, though. That do be happening.
Yeah. He was like, this motherfucker started for y'all. This motherfucker can't block me. Yeah. He ran right through him.
Bro, this shit is getting tiresome. And the G out this motherfucker got K looking fucking regular than a motherfucker, bro. You getting paid $12 million got him looking regular than a bitch, bro. Like be for real, bro.
Did you see the play where he almost got my nigga killed, bro?
Yeah, like what the fuck is he? He fucking triple covered, and you trying to get my boy fucking murdered out there, bro.
And we was talking about that last year too, as far as like holding the quarterbacks responsible for some of these receivers with that.
Yeah, I'm like Ragu, you right, bro. I'm tired of all the Raider fans mentioning Carr and shit. But at this point, Carr wouldn't have done that shit.
You can't do Devontae like that, bro. Did you see that shit, JC?
Yeah, bro.
I didn't.
Bro,
I just remember we was talking about that though, how we got to hold these quarterbacks more responsible sometimes for when they be doing that type of switch.
He threw some bullshit up the middle where he would, and like I said,
it was 3 guys there, bro.
Yeah. I talked about forcing the football till you'll start playing shit. But there was no fucking business throwing that fucking football. And he got fucking put on damn near concussion protocol for that.
He did. Well, he passed though, so he didn't have to go.
Yeah, he passed it. But that's what I mean. Like going into this next week. Bro, this shit, no. Don't do that shit.
Yeah, no, it was terrible. It was
Jerry,
terrible.
you got any thoughts on the game before we move on?
They just
now that the Raider guys have spoken.
Yeah, I just honestly they covered a lot of pretty much what I wanted to say, but like other than that, it's just you guys have to, protect you got to protect Jacobs. He has to have more than 5 yards. Like
he didn't have a yard.
Nigga, he had negative yards. They got like I just said, the most important part of fucking football is the battle at the line of scrimmage, and they lost that battle.
Let me
that man went from leading the league in rushing to having a negative.
Let me say this. So last year, this is Josh McDaniels in a nutshell. This is the type of guy that this dude is. So, and stay with me on this, Isaiah. You gonna agree with this shit?
Yeah.
Last year, in the first couple games, he wasn't even fucking running Jacobs like that.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
And we like
I had him on my team. I remember. He was on my team last year.
So then now teams that's scouting him is not gonna be running the ball. We gonna play the Raiders like this. And then he start giving Jacobs the ball, discover what he had, put up the year he had. So now, bitch is trying to start off the year like how he
finished last year.
3 or 4 last year. Yeah. Right now, mother, it's time to kind of go away from him so you can come back to him.
Yeah.
God damn it, do I gotta coach the team?
And Isaiah, remember how we talked earlier about the Jags being this close away from hitting the panic button. The Raiders, I know it's only one game, but still,
Nigga,
they have to
panic button.
bro, hold on, JC, I got fuck that. Josh McDaniels sorry ass need to be fired, bro, for the malpractice shit that he fucking doing up there, bro. Fucking first, like I said, I've agreed that you know what, it's time to part with Carr. I've agreed with that shit, but
Yeah.
the malpractice that you doing,
But Carr was used as a scapegoat last year for sure.
You use that
Only reason is because we knew we wasn't gonna win the championship with him. So, let's go ahead and
exactly.
Yeah.
You use him.
I'm not.
You dead ass use him as a fucking scapegoat. You a fucking fraud. You've been carried by Tom Brady your whole offensive coordinated career, and you fucking suck, bro.
Jeez.
That's
when you think about it, he's not lying. All of
No lies.
Brady.
Yeah, I didn't detect
No lies
any,
detected.
Any
huh?
cap.
I gave this sucker ass nigga, bro. I gave this sucker ass clown a chance, bro. Last year, bro. I said, you know what? Maybe the Broncos wasn't the perfect situation for you. Maybe, just maybe. But I just don't understand how the fuck you had a league leading rusher, the person with the most receiving touchdowns in the NFL, and you pull this bullshit out your ass, bro. You like Ragu said, do we need to coach the fucking team? Do we really need the fucking team?
I know y'all for sure feel like y'all could have coached it last year better than him.
Definitely. Let me tell you something. I would have definitely at least won that Jags and Arizona Cardinals game when we up 20-0.
That Cardinals game, even though that was early, that was probably the one that should have showed y'all what y'all needed to see right there. That was probably the one right there.
That was the one that showed me what I fucking need.
Indy was bad too, bro. That was a low point.
Yeah.
That was a low point.
I mean, there was a few of them. I mean, you feel me? You got the Chiefs one, you got the Rams one. Like, I mean, it was a few of them, but I don't know, the Cardinals one
and the Steelers.
The Cardinals one, I was actually at a Rams game, so I wasn't watching until we was all getting on the shuttle on our way back to the parking lot. Everybody was on, bus and spit, and we looking like, wait, Cardinals came back, and it was right before Kyler Murray got the touchdown and did the whole backyard spit, went for 2 and all of that. We was all looking at that time like, bro, we thought that game was over with.
Bro, he is a clown, bro. He has stole money, bro. He's a thief. Fire this man. Bro, at this point, I'm calling for Mark Davis to sell the team, bro. It's getting real tiresome of going through the same shit over and over and over and over again, bro.
It's like I'm almost there too, but I'm sentimental because of Al. It might be time to go on and just not only, you know what I'm saying, we're not hiring the right people to do football shit. It might just be time for him to just get out of the business, period. Even though I know it ain't gonna happen, Mark. I know you're not gonna do that.
Yeah, the ownership selling that usually takes a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Even in all sports. I mean, luckily, you know what I'm saying, the Lakers were in a position where we had Jeannie to kind of give the owner the boot because of her positioning, but that doesn't happen all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's extremely hard to do.
He can come out of this thing a billionaire, JC.
Oh yeah, they say he is the quote unquote poorest owner, huh?
Yeah,
man, he can walk away a billionaire and go enjoy the rest of his life, man.
Yeah, he'll get a pretty penny too. It's the Raiders, like that's
lead the football shit up
brands
to
in that in sports.
Yeah, you heard about they jump in valuation, right? We like top 5 in valuation.
I can imagine. I believe it.
I mean, the location we in, the new stadium, bro, like it's a lot of money to be made. I mean, he's made quite a bit of money just off of the shows that have been hosted at Allegiant Stadium.
But y'all forgetting one important exponent though. Ego.
You
as
right.
much money as there is to be made, there's nothing like having that satisfaction of this is my switch.
I got a football team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that's a flex in them power circles. You know what I'm saying? There's different levels to that switch. There's billionaires and then there's billionaires that have that type of talking point. So that's why Sterling was so hurt. People always said like, oh, well, he just got made 2-3 billion. That hurt. That he looked like he was finna cry in that TMZ interview when he was talking about, oh, I'm finished. All because you lost your team. Because it's that ego in it, especially a nigga like that who's thinking plantation type shit.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
And remember, they ain't all in it to win either. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I was about to say that shit goes.
Nigga, most of them don't care about winning. To be real,
I was just about to say that shit goes back to that shit we was talking about at the top of the episode, where it's you don't own these players, but at the same time, these owners, because they own the team, they feel like they own these players. So it goes right back to that plantation shit you was just talking about.
Yep.
No, I just think moving forward, before we jump on to the next one, Raiders, y'all got to win at the line of scrimmage. I think Isaiah just couldn't stress that enough. And I'm not gonna, keep going on, but that's the one biggest thing. And Garoppolo, put your receivers in a safer situation.
Garoppolo, bro, I promise you, bro. You put Tay in another position like that. I promise. I'll be waiting at the practice facility to have a conversation with you, sir. I don't make threats because I ain't that crazy, but I will be waiting to have a conversation to you ask what the fuck is going on. Don't put Tay in another position like that, bro. Dead ass.
Last question. I know we can go Raider stuff all day, but last question before we move on.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in a state of mind to completely blow everything up and even get rid of Tay at this point and just start from scratch?
So is your question, would I like to get rid of Tay, or am I like, is it?
Are you at that point yet to where it's like, you know what, just completely start from scratch? Completely.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I told you at the top of the season, bro, I think we'll go like 5-12, at best 7-10. And that Tay will demand a trade at the end of the season, or shit, maybe at the halfway point.
He said the halfway point. You don't even want to wait till and
do I want to see Tay go? Fuck no, I don't want to see Tay go. He's been my favorite receiver in the league even before he came to the Raiders.
Yeah, that would be a effed up ending to that saga, man.
Yeah,
from the start. Like I would have to play the episode, what was it, 9 or 10 when you and Ragu came talking that split to whenever that is, that would be a whole different temperature.
Like I told you, bro, obviously, bro, I'm gonna love Tay wherever he goes, bro. He's a great receiver. His release is just, his get off is just amazing. Like, bro, like you can't even touch this man, pause. So like it's just, it's gonna be real unfortunate to see a player of his caliber go if it is that situation. But fuck, bro. To be honest, bro, I wouldn't even
go to the Jets.
But then at this point, it seems like y'all have a bigger issue at hand, because how many times have y'all cleaned house and then keep making the same mistakes anyway on the rebuild? So it's
over and over again.
Yeah, I think at this point, y'all right. The only real solution probably is just a change of even starting all the way from the top. But I mean, yeah, it's like honestly, Isaiah, I think in a nutshell, y'all need Jesus.
Let me tell you something. It would be easier, and Ragu could probably attest to this, to what has gone right in the last 25 years, rather than to explain what has gone wrong in the last 25 years.
Yeah, without it, not even close.
So I don't have much to say.
It just feels
my bad, Andre. I just got to get this shit off my chest. I'm a little bit too far gone. I've been drinking quite a bit this evening, so at this point, I got to change my background again. You know what? Brother, that guy needs to go, bro. He needs to fucking go, bro. I'm tired, bro.
But the issue is bigger than that, though. You admit, right?
Yes and no. It's just like you said.
It's a part of it. It's a big part of it.
Yeah. Because it's like, bro, hiring the right coach is like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, that shit is 50 to 60% of the fucking problem, bro. If you have the right motherfucker,
because it's the whole in personnel, all in all.
Exactly.
They'll know. It ain't. People always think of the big names, but don't give credit for the big names knowing who to have on their team. As far as like the assistants, the coordinators, the this coach or that coach. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole collage of guys that they put together, and it's knowing good personnel to have is all in one. So people look at that one name, but it's also because you gotta remember the more runs you make, the more of your guys that get snatched. Then you got to go get more guys. You know what I'm saying? So that's a part of it.
Like I said, I felt like from the jump, bro. I told you that I would have preferred Brian Dable or Doug Peterson
or Brian Flores.
Yeah, and I was just about to get to him. Brian Flores, one of those guys, especially Brian Flores, with him being a defensive oriented coach, which we haven't had in since I've been a fucking fan, damn near.
Del Rio was defense.
Yeah, but the defense, they would get off the field, but they weren't shut down. You know what I'm saying? Like those old Raider defense is with Howie Long and those type of guys that you actually got fucking live.
I'm glad you went. I'm glad you did that. You segged into that because I don't know what Wilson is yet, but I know what he is not, and that is a pass rusher.
Yeah.
So not quite sure what they were trying to accomplish with that pick, but he is not that athletic guy coming off the blade that's gonna put fear in tackles.
That nigga was coming off that spit so damn slow.
They're not gonna sleep at night when they know they gotta block him type of guy. He's very blockable right now.
Yeah, and like everybody's like, oh, well, Max Crosby doesn't look that great this season. Motherfucker, who else on the line?
Yeah.
What's on the line?
Max, my problem with Max is he is jumping inside and losing contain too many times. In the name of trying to get a sack. And then the guy, so Russell Wilson rolled out to his side and threw a touchdown, and so did Josh Allen. So that's just something that I would like to see Max stop doing.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna get a sack every time, bro. You just gotta do your job, kind of.
It's just, oh man.
I just feel like this isn't on, like, real quick before we move on, like JC said, you guys have blown this up one too many times, and you guys just keep making the same mistake, and it just seems like every mistake is just getting worse. It was just worse than the last.
Mistakes, what you mean, in the game or picking players?
Just like just in terms of like the front office, like the moves that they make sometimes. Because sometimes we come on here and, we talk about the biggest thing. Yeah, we talk about how they play on the field for sure. That's also a big thing. But there's also been seasons where you guys have done really good, and then you don't have a good year the next season, and then they blow it up almost kind of. People want to go here, then they trade.
I agree with that.
So I feel like it's more of a front office issue. And they need to get,
yeah, that's why I said it sounds like a clean house from top type.
Hey, to be honest with you, Dre, they really never should have fired Del Rio. So let's go back further than that. Let's go back further than that. Del Rio shouldn't have let Musgrave go to the Broncos. So after we had the 12-4 season in 16, the O-Core Bill Musgrave went and coached at Denver Broncos, which was our first downfall. Kenny Norton took over the defense.
That's right.
And and also we had that Kaepernick kind of issue with the kneeling or whatever. All of that in 1 year, and the dude went 6-10. And coming off a 12-4 year and a playoff before that. And Mark Davis fucking fired him, bro, just because Gruden was like, hey, yeah, I'm ready to come out the booth now. So that was the first fuck up.
That you 2-0.
And then after the shit happened with Gruden, which was fucked up, he thought he was too good for Rich and them. And I said on the program that Rich didn't make himself the guy. But, you know, he chased after this New England shit. And that's like what we got. That's what we have now.
And
Some
honestly,
fake-
it's just the front office just needs to get their head out their ass and start making the right decisions because they're not making them at all right now. And that year after going 12-4, you guys started that year 2-0. You had a good start, a quick start, but after that, everything just kind of fizzled out.
And that was also that was Reggie McKenzie now so we didn't have several coaches and several fucking GMs, bro, and since Al died.
Hey, Jerry, as my guy Ragu would say, we are spending way too much time on the Raiders right now.
Oh yeah,
for this season.
Hey, I told you, me and Isaiah, we need Raider talk, bro. We need Raider talk. We should do it. I'm telling you.
We should do Patriot talk.
Yeah,
All right,
we don't do Patriot talk.
Let's go to the one I didn't win.
Y'all had enough talk in the media for the last fucking however long time.
Man, for real. Like two decades straight.
Exactly.
Don't you guys miss it?
Fucking Patriot talk.
Don't you miss it?
No.
Hell no. I'm loving this bit.
Hell no.
Can we get to the fake sunshine game?
Yeah, let's do that.
Shut up, nigga.
The
fake sunshine did way better than that. He did way better than that. I don't know what the hell that spit is in Jacksonville.
What's his record?
That nigga not even look.
What's his record?
He's actually played somebody. He actually played somebody. It's a difference, nigga. He's actually played somebody. He actually played somebody, nigga.
Brother, what's his record though?
Mr. I like 27-point lead in the
playoffs. Chargers and Titans, man. We had another OT thriller. Let's go.
Yeah, sorry ass fucking Justin Herbert.
Chargers blew a lead.
Another one.
It seems like to be a reoccurring thing with this guy Stanley.
Damn, they picking where they left off in the playoff.
Before you get into that, Staley said, the media guy asked him, is this just a hangover from last year's loss? I don't think that's the biggest factor, but I feel like that still has some part of it.
You think that's affecting them?
Because they lost to an inexperienced quarterback at the time. Well, who still is inexperienced, but I feel like but I don't think that's the whole issue. That's what the media's got to relax on.
What do you think the issue is?
The coach.
For starters, Austin Eckler didn't play, and they need him. That's one thing. They definitely need Eckler because he gets.
For the aspirations they've been talking about, there's still no excuse for blowing a lead like that. You know what I'm saying? If you they don't get the injury excuse.
I'm sorry, but I ain't gonna lie. I talk a lot of shit about this team, but that coach is fucking garbage, bro. That coach is fucking.
He is.
And
yeah. I think he been sliding on the low with them comeback L's. I'm just starting to realize it, but he been kind of sliding through with nobody really talking about him too much in that light. And he's been doing this for a while. I think, if his record gets pretty bad, I think it'll come more to light. But this isn't like that out of the norm for him.
She's been warm, man, for about the last half a season or so.
It seemed like he don't really get that hot seat like that, like a lot of other coaches do, especially for a team you see with expectations.
Hey, it's getting hot right now.
You think so?
Right now. Let him go 0-4. They're gonna fire his ass. I bet
you. I could see that. I could definitely see that. 0-4 with this team is inexcusable for sure. For sure.
Nothing would make me feel better than October 1st, the Raiders go to SoFi and make them 0-4. I would love it.
Honestly, though, but if they do have that bad season, if they don't come back from this, that coach is the first thing that's got to go.
I think they're going to fire him.
He's been here too long.
I got them firing.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Ragu said it perfectly. If he has 0-4, 0-5 type start with this squad right here, that might be the last straw. Like that might be the last straw right there.
And it's like they're hanging on. It's like they just want to hang on to him, but at some point you got to realize.
So you know what, Ragu, you're right. He might be on the hot seat now after that game they just had on Sunday. He might be in the hot seat now after that because that was inexcusable.
Because the playoff game had made him his seat back warm.
Yeah, exactly.
Feel me? So it had went warm, and then he went to the playoffs, so it cooled down. And then the nature of the way they lost the playoff game got his seat back warm. Then he started 0-2. Safe to say his seat is hot now.
Yeah, I agree.
Seat is hot.
So, like, I'll be the first nigga to hate on Justin Herbert and the team and shit, but, like, part of this shit is coaching, bro. Like, you don't have a team that scores, what was it, like 58 or 60 points in 2 games and lose with 0 turnovers and lose both games? Bro, that sounds like some Madden shit, if we being honest.
Yeah.
And I just and I just realized too, you guys just said it, 0-2. I didn't even realize the record. Like, you can't, that is not the type of start you want to have, especially after how things ended last year.
Especially again, like we was talking about, the AFC this year is not the year you want to have a slow start. This is not the year you want to do that.
Fuck no.
And we said that at the very top of the show at our
before the season even started. We were saying that in preseason.
Yeah. that it was going to be stacked, and so far we're seeing that.
Staley seat right now.
Mm-hmm. And Staley,
we need to get a Chargers fan on here to see how they feel about Staley right now.
Stale.
Y'all know any Charger fans?
Nobody knows any Chargers.
I used to.
My daughter.
I used to, and they always said at that time, like around 2015, my old job, he said, "I'm used to disappointment."
Seems like winning the same.
Like, damn.
It's just like with all the talent they've had come in and out the last few years, that's the only reason why I've been looking at them the way I have. Again, on paper, Ragu. And what's funny is Isaiah told me that the first time I ever brought these niggas up in that light, he was like, I don't give a if they was better on paper last year. Like this has been a thing with the Chargers where they have these talented teams and just don't get the shit done.
For whatever reason, JC, you've been low-key standing for the Chargers. Am I right, Isaiah?
Yes, sir.
Couple seasons.
You're absolutely correct, my brother.
It's low-key.
Why do y'all think? Hold on. Why do y'all think I'm standing them? Because I don't think like they're not good. Like I don't think they're trash. And they have all that talent.
Because we told you this shit before. That on paper,
you guys are in their division. You seen it more close in person than I do.
Brother, I've had to. Hold on. I want you to realize.
You be speaking up for him and shit.
Exactly. I've had.
How did I speak up for him right now?
No. Stop. I want you to realize.
That's silly now.
With LaDainian Tomlinson, Sean Merriman.
That was my favorite running back in the day.
Fucking Eric Weddle.
See, now it comes out.
Eric Weddle in his prime. Antonio Gates. Phillip Rivers in his prime. And I told you.
Ragu LT was everybody's favorite running back.
They do this same shit every year. Every year. It does not fucking matter. They look
That's good fair, though. But again, you're speaking about a team in y'all division that y'all see close and personal all the time. If I'm just looking at all 30 teams and I'm looking at their rosters, they match up with anybody on offense.
Now, hold on, Ragu. I got him, Ragu. Just how you feel about the Seahawks is how we feel about the Chargers.
That's fair. That is fair.
Bro, if you playing Madden, oh, hell yeah, the Chargers look good as fuck, nigga. You might win hella games with the Chargers on Madden, nigga. But in retrospect, bro, they look good as fuck on paper and then come.
But that explains why y'all think I'm standing though, because I'm the one getting duped. I just keep seeing this very talented roster not winning like how they look on paper.
You are getting duped, and we're trying to stop Imagine, brother.
Yeah.
Don't fall for it. That's what we're trying to say.
And it's just, I mean, how many close games are we gonna put the Chargers in, and how many are they like? They blow most of those.
And Isaiah,
and then they just let it evaporate.
And Isaiah, even you gotta admit that you did come on here and say that the Chargers found their guy. They found the guy.
Yeah, bro. Listen here, bro. Even though I don't think he's as good as T-Law, like he is one of them, bro. Like if the Raiders had him right now, I'd be jumping for joy right now. But yeah, it's just.
But you don't.
Yeah, of course. So I gotta slander the guy. But I will say he is one of them, bro. He is a top 10 quarterback in this league, and I can't deny that.
Good idea, right?
Hell, if he gets a different head coach, he might just be top 5. If he gets a different head coach, just maybe.
Nigga, he top 5 right now. See, you trying to start some shit, nigga. He's top 5 right now, nigga. Stop playing.
Top 5.
That's what you talking about.
Top 5 is arguable. I think
he's he's easily top 5. Y'all cannot with a straight face say there's 5 guys in the league better than him right now. Stop.
I can.
Stop it, bro.
I can, nigga. I can, nigga.
You gonna be reaching though. That's the difference.
I'm gonna be reaching. I can. Fuck
Niners and Rams, nigga. We going to the other LA team.
First off, I love how you guys wasted time like that at the end. That was beautiful. That was amazing.
You know what?
Sorry. Yeah, shout out to all the bad beat Niner fans that took 7.5. That's what you get, nigga. I'm glad McVay did that.
You had no time. That was poor clock management at the end.
You know what I will say? The Los Angeles Rams, I was unfamiliar with your game. Y'all have
we competing out there. I had a split, so I'm not tripping off the L like that. I was mad that we blew the lead though. We could have snuck one in, but
yeah,
you know what I'm saying I'll take it.
Hey, I'm gonna even say a little further, Mr. What is it? What
I got Puka and Tutu. Puka and Tutu
with injured ribs.
Puka and Tutu, guys.
Matter of fact, Isaiah, you should be telling Tutu I was unfamiliar with your game, nigga. I remember last week, couple weeks ago, what you said about my guy. I was trying to tell you about Tutu.
Hold on. I just said he's not better than Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Nah, you waved me off when I came. Like you tried to just scroll right past Tutu. I said, "Hold up, nigga." I told you to go on with your listening. That's what I said.
No, nigga, you was trying to say this nigga was better than Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I just didn't like the way you said Tutu name, nigga. That's what I didn't like when you was going through your list.
You know what?
I told you go about your listening.
You know what? I will say that I was slightly unfamiliar with because Tutu's still not better than Amon-Ra St. Brown, and you're not gonna convince me of that shit.
And you know what? Can we also forget that Kua played with injured ribs and recorded a buck 47?
Most completions by a receiver in NFL history in the first 2 games, by the way.
I'm not gonna lie, like
20 targets for 15 receptions for that man.
For the Rams,
wasn't familiar with your game, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. For the Rams, if they get healthy, as long as Stafford can spread around the football like that, it spells good things for you guys.
And Tutu, thank you, nigga. We've been waiting on this for 3 years since we effing drafted you. So, even though it took this for us to, for you to finally get your wind up under you, keep this same energy when number 10 get back in the lineup.
Yeah, all I gotta say is stop crying, brother. Because we
got to keep the same energy when
I knew somebody was gonna say that. I thought about it after I said it. That's
all I'm gonna say is stop crying. At least your player panned out, brother. We've had players that don't even pan out. That you're crying and shit. Fuck you mean? It's 5 years.
I'm talking about a nigga took too long. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. The motherfucker don't even pan out.
So what's
Hey,
the next one?
Even though we took,
and they still didn't make it. They still didn't work.
I do think this was another case of divisional matchups is always tough. Doesn't matter who it is. So that's first. But yeah, all I really got to say to that, I don't feel too bad about that. I didn't expect to come in and snatch that game. I was hoping we did, but in McVay we trust. And on to the next one. I think we got Cincinnati next. And Burrow trying this nigga Burrow trying to pull a Martin right now, talking about, oh, I'm hurt, oh, my leg, oh, my ankle, oh, my this. Nigga, if you hurt like that, I better not see you on Sunday, nigga. If you really hurt like that, I better not see you next week, nigga.
Hey, shut your ass up.
So Joe Burrow about to get his game against you.
Trying that my neck, my back, my neck, and my back, nigga. I bet it is.
He ain't going 0-3.
This was a very cluster F game, I guess you could say. The Giants and Cardinals. Did y'all catch wind of this shit?
Yes,
I did.
Real quick.
I did.
What was everyone's prediction on what the Cardinals were gonna go? No wins, right?
I told they didn't have any wins. What I said was, I feel like Marquise Brown, Connor, and Rondell Moore.
That's right.
They can get enough touchdowns to get one game. And Isaiah walked off the podcast.
When I saw that Arizona for a brief moment had the lead, I started thinking back to that episode. I was like, damn, but not only
I thought it was gonna happen early. I was gonna get another victory lap, but they let me down, and I think they forgot that they taken for Caleb, and got back to their senses.
It was like, what are we doing? Hold on.
Exactly.
My favorite thing about that game too was when the Giants win, they can't win. Barkley limped off the field. He was hurt. I felt like that'll be like the most, if it's serious enough, I feel like that's going to be just a huge blow to that offense.
If it's serious enough, the Giants are also now in contention for the number 1 pick of the 2024 draft.
Bro, they barely escaped freaking Arizona, bro. A team that isn't supposed to do much. Like
the Giants look the way the Giants look this year is how I thought they was going to look last year. It's crazy.
I saw that post. But it's just, I don't get it with them. They do. I just don't understand. They do good one year, for example, like end an undefeated season and win a couple Super Bowls. Then you play like shit for the next 5-6 years. Then last year,
that is their trend. You're right. That is their trend.
And then last year, they had a good year last year. Isaiah talking about Brian Dable and how he's been doing, and then what did they do this year? It's only 2 games, and I know they won, but come on, this is every year. Why can't it be consistent?
I mean, I know it's only the first couple of games, but the Giants, I think what they're looking like right now is what they're gonna be. I don't see anything coming from that, especially again, like I was telling Ragu, especially with how their division is looking this year. I think that's just what it's gonna be with these guys.
I just don't understand. This is consistent.
I mean, what don't you understand? They paid Daniel fucking Jones. I told y'all that shit in the offseason.
He's not the guy.
Barkley got that boy paid, man. Barkley got that guy paid.
It remains to be seen.
So what you're telling me is you're gonna pay Daniel Jones, who is complete dog shit at this moment, and not Saquon. Granted, he did get hurt, but still, you're gonna sit out again. Why running backs are important?
You wouldn't have even wanted to pay Danny though if it wasn't for Barkley.
He needs something. They pay him, and now look where they're heading.
All right, yeah, it's too much time on the Giants and effing Cardinals. We're gonna go Jets and Dallas.
That was an ass whooping.
This ain't really much to talk about either.
Nope, Micah Parsons is a dog. That's all I gotta say with him.
Preach.
So what game are we talking about? My bad, stepped away for half.
We on Jets and Dallas.
You didn't want to talk too much on it.
So what I will say is, bro,
Parsons is a dog.
Parsons is that nigga.
No, Parsons is that guy, but at the same time, this is the same shit that niggas criticized the Eagles for going through last season. These sorry ass niggas play two sorry ass quarterbacks who can't read a fucking defense.
Yeah, but hold on.
Here we go.
Hold on a second.
That same energy you have for the Eagles.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I got an answer for you. It's what you said earlier. It's the way these niggas is doing it. You had a 40-point shutout last week, and you held these niggas to a tutty. So it's the way you're doing it. If the talent disparity is that much, nigga, it's supposed to look like it. And that's all I'll say. That's that on that. Shout out CeeDee Lamb with the $140.
This is what
it was a good game. I was left wishing that we could see it with Aaron Rodgers though.
Exactly. Thank you.
You got Zach Wilson.
I mean, again, y'all are talking to somebody who didn't see, like, the Jets were gonna. I felt like the Jets would probably win a couple more games at most than they did the year before. Like, that's how I looked at. They won 9 games last year, Isaiah. Did you forget that?
So my whole point is, so winning 11 games compared to 9, just as Ragu said in the prediction episode, 2 games is a lot in the NFL, bro.
That is true, but I didn't have them at 11 games. I gave them 10 on the prediction episode. I'm just saying, as far as like what their best case scenario was, that's what I felt like they could do. I didn't see the Jets like. We had this conversation a few times. I just didn't see the Jets as a more talented roster than he's had on the Packers the last few years. So
it's just funny.
And you're in a tougher conference now.
It's just funny how the double standard works.
Explain. I'm listening.
These niggas beat Daniel Jones and Zach Wilson.
And they put up 70 points too.
I don't give a fuck how many points they put up. Those boys, they suck.
How does their defense look right now?
I'm not gonna lie, it looks phenomenal. I told you.
That's all I'm saying.
Hold on. I just told you that Micah Parsons is that guy. But if you want to sit up here and talk about last year, weak schedule, until they show me that.
All right, who they got? Let me see who they got next week.
All I'm saying is show me a competent quarterback that they have shut down.
Oh my goodness. Their next 2 games is next 3 games. Damn. My bad. Next 2 games. They got the Cardinals next.
they blowing that out about 50.
But you can never overlook anybody. You know how that go.
Get the fuck out of here. They blowing them out by 50. Hey, whatever the money line is, take it.
It's gonna be 80. What you mean?
Thank you.
He said 50.
He fucking around.
We're about to have like 80-something points up in this game.
You know what? Matter of fact, bro.
I have never heard Isaiah say that with his chest like that before. That nigga said what?
The whole time I've been in Vegas, I haven't placed a bet yet. But you know what? Saturday night, I'm going up.
All right, nigga. That's going to be all right. All right, nigga.
What you talking about? All right, nigga. Like they ain't playing Joshua.
Any given Sunday.
Like they ain't playing fucking Joshua Dobbs, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
However, they struck out.
Bro, that got to be the most disrespectful thing you can say about a team. That nigga said whatever the money line is, take whatever the split is.
I lose that bet.
Damn.
Listen here. I lose that bet. I'm taking it up with Dak Prescott personally, nigga.
You gonna be in that nigga inbox talking about unalive? Yes.
No, I ain't gonna say that. I'm flying to Dallas. And I'm at the next Cowboys practice. Like, fuck you got going on, my brother. I wish the fucking Cardinals,
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. They did get a little gift this year with that schedule. I ain't even gonna cap to you. But I think we said that on the prediction episode. We knew they split was gonna be a little soft. That was why I gave them 12 wins. Because I seen that split. Man. I think I had them like next to or right under the Niners type split.
All I gotta say is fuck the Cowboys.
I definitely coincide that statement.
Yeah, but that record, that's part of that 12-5 prediction from the prediction show.
But Pops, I love you. I know you like the Cowboys, but I can't rock.
That's another victory lap I feel like I'm gonna take because I said they was gonna surpass, they was gonna be better than the Eagles this year. I ain't forgotten it.
You've already given them that?
I said that prediction episode.
But I'm saying you already saying that.
I'm just saying, like Ragu just said.
How was that a fact?
2-0. What you talking?
Because I'm looking at the schedule.
Hey, easy, champ. Easy.
The Cardinals. Well, he just said the Cardinals, right?
You said Dallas is better than the Eagles.
They're gonna have a better record. I didn't say they were better.
Oh, all right. Relax, though.
I definitely didn't say that. I didn't say Super Bowl and all that. You could go to my prediction episode. It's all there. I ain't saying nothing crazy about Dallas. I just said how many wins they gonna get. It's looking good so far.
I just watched the prediction episode, so yeah. All right, calm that shit down, nigga.
Yeah, I didn't put the Cowboys in the Super Bowl or nothing. I said they was one and done. I said they was one and done. I know for a fact. I said I'd put money on that. I said they're gonna win the division and be one and done.
I know. I just had to fuck with you just to get the loss.
Let's go, Washington and Denver, man. We got a few games we got to get through.
Hey,
oh man,
they're 2-0.
Do we have to cover this one anyway?
Another. Hey, Sean Payton. I ain't gonna lie. You was talking a little greasy about Nathaniel Hackett being the worst coach in the league after that performance yesterday, my nigga. I mean, Sunday. I don't know. What was they up 28-3 or some split like that?
No, there's there's no way they was up that much. Fuck.
They was only up like 14-0.
21-3. That's what it was. It was 21-3.
It was up that much?
Yeah, it was up 21-3.
They lost 31-21?
35-33.
Oh.
After they got bailed out with that lucky catch by the football guy, and Wilson couldn't even finish the damn.
Couldn't happen to a better team. Better franchise, better team, better fan base, the whole thing.
Yeah, I know that was beautiful for y'all to watch.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
every time.
Even though, my bad, Ragu, even though we talked a lot of shit about our Raiders and how shit is all fucked up, guess what, motherfucker? We still
ain't the Broncos. Yep.
No, that and we still first in the division, nigga. So what that nigga
and we
would y'all have thought that going into week 3, y'all would be number 1 in
it don't matter if I thought that. It don't matter if I thought that. Where Kendrick say, joke's on you. High five. I'm bulletproof, nigga. Let's go. Let's go.
I must say that when the Chargers lose, even in the fashion that they lost in, it does not bring the sheer joy
as the Denver
Broncos. Of a Bronco loss. I just can't.
I ain't gonna lie. I can, and Isaiah can attest to this. Our boy that we had on the podcast when we first got cracking, Dubre. He was probably the only Raider fan out of all y'all on this podcast who did not have very high expectations for y'all last year. He didn't see the 13, 14 wins. You know, he was very conservative and fair. But when it came to the conversation of the Broncos, he said, that's where I draw the line. We gonna be better than them niggas.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even on the type of split that y'all was on. So I guess that's the universal Raider thing when it comes to that, right?
It is crazy because he was the only fucking Raider fan to get it damn near right. He said about 7 and 10. I think.
It was something around there. Which He didn't believe like that.
Exactly. So, Dubre.
I think I gave y'all more wins than he did.
Yeah, Dubre. I miss you, big homie. If I do pass through Oklahoma, I think I'm gonna pass through Oklahoma City on this drive this year. I'm gonna pull up on you, big dog, so we can snap it up and talk some Raider football. But Dubre, I miss you. He was definitely right. We were loud.
But you remember how he was about them Broncos though? He was like, "No, that's why John."
No.
Me and Dubre got in a fight in the inbox because I said the Broncos was better than y'all at one point.
Yeah, he was adamant about us sweeping their ass. Like,
that's all he needed last year. He was cool.
He came like any other game. He didn't even mention. But both those Bronco games,
he was not playing about that.
In the little group
when the Broncos had a better record than y'all, I said the Broncos are better than the Raiders, and this nigga cussed me out in the inbox and was dead serious about that.
Yeah.
Like, Isaiah was there for that. We had a full fight about that. So that nigga was hot. Yeah, like that is where Raiders fans draw the line, no matter where their expectations is.
It was just so funny because he came in the inbox like he was like, no, basically like in a sense, you got me fucked up. Like there is no way we are worse than the fucking Broncos. And then after we won that second game, he was like, I told your ass. If anything,
as soon as y'all passed the rate, as soon as y'all passed the Broncos, he was looking for me.
So I ain't gonna lie. This prediction episode, I took a little bit from Duke. I said, if you watch the prediction episode and pay attention to what I said we sweeping the Broncos, if anything.
Yeah, y'all. I don't even remember what y'all said, and I know what y'all said. There's no way y'all said y'all splitting with Denver. There's no way y'all said that.
Yeah. So we gonna split with the Chargers and beat Denver twice, man. So that's 3 of the 5. We just gotta win 2 more games.
Y'all not splitting with the Chargers, but
we splitting with the Chargers.
We could be a Super Bowl team and they could be trash, and we split with them, and vice versa.
What?
Just one of them facts of life. The Raiders and Chargers split.
Y'all thoughts on Peyton and or Wilson before we move on?
They need to fix. They got to get their shit together. Go ahead.
Well, I will say
no.
I will say Russell looks much better than last year.
Like,
nigga, like you said about Deshaun, nigga, that ain't saying much.
No, but the difference between Deshaun and Wilson, like Wilson's last year compared to Deshaun's last year, is vast. Like at least Wilson is making certain types of like you can tell he's in a different type of offense, so he's getting accustomed to it. But at the same time, he's thrown 5 touchdowns already. You know what I'm saying, in these 2 weeks. That's more granted.
What's the problem right now then?
No thoughts at all. Who gives a shit? Continue to stink it up. Broncos continue to stink it up. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, as Ragu likes to say, let's not spend too much time on it.
Yeah, well, I don't even believe
they took like an hour on the Raiders though.
Because that's the fucking Raiders, nigga.
What did we say about the Commanders?
That's because they got issues.
For staying with it and coming back on them tramps, on the donkeys, and getting it done. Big Sam Howell. That took a lot of slander. Stupid. Sam, I think I need to take a victory lap on Sam here. A lot of you guys dismissed him,
including myself.
Yeah. We need to go back and play that. I'm gonna go back and listen to the prediction show.
I might have dismissed him, but I didn't dismiss the team.
You did. You dismissed.
I didn't dismiss the team, though. I know that. I said they was gonna get their wins in spite of him.
Oh, come on,
gunslinging.
I said they're quarterback away.
Gunslinging Sam is what they call me.
Hell you mean, nigga. You know what? I don't appreciate that. Talking about you spent an hour on the Raiders. You know what? The Raiders
He's still on that comment.
Because you know what? If you wasn't, hold on. Ragu can attest to this. If it wasn't for Al Davis and the Raiders, you wouldn't have no black players on your team. Aaron Donald, out of there.
Yeah.
Out of there. That's Al Davis and the Raiders, nigga.
Yeah.
So put some respect.
Everybody knows that. The AFC, period.
Exactly. So that's Al Davis and the Raiders, nigga.
Dre, it's your turn. Sunday night football, man.
Too much time on it. That
we gonna take some time on this.
No, we're gonna take some time.
Oh no. See, I actually I actually don't have. Well, I do. My problem is let me get the negatives out the way first. Number one,
Okay.
we need to start faster. Pause. We need to get going early. Whether it's 3 points or 7 points, we need to move the ball effectively. We can't wait until the second half to start moving it when we're already down 17-3. It just doesn't work that way. They also have to limit turnovers because God, Lord, you know how many times I say this. Turnovers kill drives. How many flipping turnovers do we have to do?
It kills your chances to win football games.
It does.
Especially against a team like that.
Especially penalties. Now, the positive side, we are making, I'm not on the team. They are making progression. They're a better team this year than they were last year on both sides of the ball.
You think so?
Like Tony Romo said, I think so. We're capitalizing much better in the red zone. We're moving the chains on third. Started rough in the first half, but we've been moving, and it's close game losses. That's our problem.
Yeah. And once again, they gave y'all a crazy schedule. Like that, the league must be trying to get some get back at Belichick because boy,
ball coach over there looking old, man. I don't think he's gonna make it.
Regardless of that, we are moving in the right direction, I think. And I'm not saying Super Bowl or AFC Championship, but they're moving in the right direction because our red zone efficiency last year was dog shit compared to what we're doing right now. We're capitalizing a lot better. Our red zone defense got a lot better. Granted, minus the points that we allowed, we were doing pretty good in that area. So it's just the turnovers, the penalties, and the starting slow that's really hurting us these first 2 weeks. First 3 weeks.
But Dre, like I said, these past 2 weeks, y'all have played some very good defense. I'm not gonna lie, I'm hating on y'all draft pick because we could have had him. Tristan Gonzalez, he's looked very good, especially this past game against Tyreek Hill. He looked really good. So he looks like, I'm not gonna say Stephon Gilmore, but he looks like a corner who's very promising.
He's definitely gonna be in the league for years to come. He's a stud.
Yeah. He like I said, Ragu hit it right on the head. He's a stud. He looked bro. If you can sit up there I'm not gonna say because it's a team effort to shut down Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Let's be dead ass. Like he's just too fast.
And Jalen Waddle.
Exactly, and too good to shut down by yourself. But he did a good. When I saw some of the coverage snaps of him by himself and him guarding him man to man, I was like, "Oh damn, this kid looks fucking phenomenal."
What pick did they grab, Gonzalez?
I don't know, but it was after our pick. I know that
it was in the second round, though, right? It's the second round.
Yeah.
No,
he was second.
No, I thought he was picked first round.
I thought I was right at second. Maybe I didn't see that.
You might be right. I'm gonna look it up right now.
I think he might have won in the second round.
But shout out to the Dolphins' offensive line too. They protected Tua at all costs.
No, he went in the first round at number 17.
We weren't gonna get him we weren't gonna draft him as high as 9. So I guess I'm not mad, but we were thinking Witherspoon, remember?
Yeah,
Witherspoon was our guy from Illinois, but this guy looks like he was the guy. Shout out to New England for drafting him.
Like I said, I'm gonna give it a year or two, but right now it's not looking too good for us, So I'm gonna give it
right now. You only giving it a game or two, Nick.
Yeah, I'm only giving Wilson about two more games, bro, and he needs to show me something.
Jets, I think, this weekend.
So I will say, I hate to go back to the Raiders because I know we're talking about the Patriots. The effort as far as Wilson looked better in game 2. It looked much better in game 2. He got off the ball much faster than game 1, even though that's not saying much because I could have got off the ball faster than he did in game 1. But
I don't think we can be happy with just getting off the ball from a number 7.
Yeah, no,
number 7 overall.
No, you're right. I'm just Ragu. I'm just hoping that I'm praying that it turns out good. That's just all. I'm so tired of missing on draft pick. It's ridiculous. Like it's just the last good draft pick that we had in the first round was Khalil Mack. Well, I could say Josh Jacobs, but he was a late round, first round. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey Isaiah, real quick, you said whatever the line was on the Dallas and Cardinals game to take it. It's actually a little lower than you probably would think. It's at 12.5.
Oh yeah, I'm taking that. I'm still taking that.
I think I would too. I think I might have to add that to my parlay.
Matter of fact, hold on.
But one thing though.
All right,
they'll probably beat them by 10.
Yeah, I just told you.
Just because of that, huh? Vegas gonna make that call. Hell yeah, you right. I'm gonna leave that alone.
I just told you we going
that spit alone.
Like I just told you, we're going to MGM this Saturday. We're going to MGM,
especially if they beating on them enough to where it end up being a blowout and they start taking niggas out. It could be some sneaky spit on that too. So that's why
brother. If they beat the Giants 40-0, I like the Cowboys.
Nigga, what you mean? The Cardinals was beating their wig in at first until they realized they trying to get Caleb.
Giants just don't be ready to play, man. They ain't as bad as they were against the Cowboys.
And something I want to make note of too about that Patriots-Dolphins game is two things. Number one, shout out to that Dolphins O-line for protecting Tua at all costs. And number two, that's another takeaway. Our pass rush was good in week one in terms of getting to Jalen Hurts, but I think we kind of slipped up on that because of that line. They protected him at all costs, and it was hard for us to get to Tua. We had a couple sacks, but throughout the entire 60-minute game, it was just hard to get to him. Pause.
Yeah, and at the same time, Dre, I think we talked about this before the podcast. I just want to say prayers up to the Patriots fan base as well as that fans family. It is completely uncalled for somebody to be beaten to death over a fucking football game. His name was Dale Mooney. Rest in peace, brother. I just don't think that, bro, this game gets.
What happened?
So
I didn't even hear about that. That's crazy.
So Dolphins fans.
Yeah, that was all over the.
It was either a Dolphin fan or Dolphin fans that beat a Patriots fan to death at the game on Sunday.
Wow. Y'all did all that over a team. Now all y'all niggas going to jail.
Exactly. And it's just like there is no need for that shit in the sport.
But I mean, maybe it's social media now, so I'm not gonna say there's been a spike, but there's been more of a awareness of how many scuffles be happening at these games, man, how serious it be getting. Like, I'm sure this has been a thing. There was just no social media. It may have even been worse in some ways, but yeah, man. Like you said earlier, man, the split is just a game. It should nowhere near ever get that serious. I've been in a bar full of angry San Francisco fans with me popping my spit as the only Rams fan and never had to worry about no split like that, man. That's how it should be. We all just popping our spit and we all get to go home and to our respective lives, man, and it should never go past that, man.
Exactly. Like, bro, this man had a family. I'm sure he had probably kids, a wife, things of that nature. Like, come on, be for real, bro.
And they got taken over a game.
And firstly, let me
that they don't even play.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was about to say, actually. Ain't nobody getting paid for this shit.
And let me give a big shout out to you, JC. I've been missing my sister this week. God rest her soul. Bro, this is somebody's brother. This is somebody's nephew. This is somebody's son. This is somebody's father, like uncle. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I couldn't imagine how it feel. Well, I can't imagine how it feels, but at the same time, I couldn't imagine how that exact person feels because we're all different people and shit. To be missing this person over a fucking football game. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? What the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? You know what I'm saying?
They don't think.
Exactly. Like, do y'all not understand, bro? This shit, like, bro, this shit is just a fucking game, bro. This shit is just a fucking game.
Like I said, I didn't been in the fire, man, out there in the Bay Area, bro, which I consider like my second home. And you can't get no more in the fire than that spit of what I dealt with in a game that they actually like needed. You know what I'm saying? And I was sitting there front line and went home very effing safely, and it was all laughs and smiles once the game was over. So that's how it should be.
Said, bro, I done been in the fire in the middle of the Raiders going against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I done told
you. You a bold nigga, boy.
Exactly. I done told you.
But y'all probably have some backup, nigga. Y'all niggas be everywhere.
But the same thing is, like, bro, in Jacksonville, bro, like, bro, them, I ain't gonna lie, bro, them boys is ruthless, bro. Like, if you're not a fan of Jaguars, bro, you might fuck around and get jumped over that shit, type shit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, bro, like, don't, like, even they know, bro, like, come on.
Yeah, it's just certain levels where it should just be common sense, bro. It should go without saying.
Sure. Bro, y'all fucking took somebody's life over a fucking football game, bro.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that. That's wild.
So
that's effing wild.
So if it, like, because I don't know too much about this person's personal life, but what if this person if this person got kids and shit?
Yep. And not only that, y'all effing dummies. You just ruined your life over an effing game. Yeah. All y'all, everybody involved in that.
Was anyone arrested? My bad, JC. Was anyone arrested?
If they're not, I'm sure it's a matter of time. Everybody got caught at that Malice at the Palace split. So if they got caught for that split and nobody died, I can only imagine that split. If they haven't been caught, they definitely will be.
Yeah. And JC's absolutely right, bro. Like, the fuck? I just don't understand, bro. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? I don't give a fuck how much. I don't give a fuck about how much money you bet on this game. I don't give a fuck about your fantasy football shit, bro. That's somebody's fucking life, bro.
Absolutely.
So Dale Mooney, bro, rest in peace. I'm gonna pray for your family tonight, bro, and pray for healing, pray for strength.
Prayers up, and everybody, please take heed of what the F. Isaiah just said. Every single word, man. It's never effing that deep, and this should be effing common sense, but apparently that common sense ain't common no more. So,
exactly.
Bro, that left after like 2010.
Exactly, over a fucking football game, because you don't bet some money on the shit, or you feel some type of way about the fucking team. Fucking clown ass shit. That's what the fuck that shit is.
Well, all right, we'll move to the next one, man. We got just our last couple, New Orleans and Carolina.
Derek Carr had some fiery moments, pause, but then there was some
atrocious moments too.
I ain't gonna speak too much on Derek Carr. I'm glad you over there 2-0 at the Saints, man. Best of wishes to you. I'm just so tired of majority of Raider fans just mentioning Carr every single time. Either Jimmy G does something bad or our team is doing bad. Carr wasn't the bro. Okay, I'll tell you, Carr wasn't the problem, but it was time for a change at the same fucking time.
Right.
So it's just like, bro, he's on a fuck just being on a different team. This motherfucker on a whole different time zone at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Hey, just let it go, bro. So, shout out Derek Carr getting it done, but he needs to improve in the red zone. That was the biggest gripe that I had being a Raider fan. Like, once we get down into that 20-yard line,
I'm glad you said that because that shit it looks the same.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, Ragu. It looks exactly the fucking same. And it's just like within that 20 yards and shorter, I don't know what it is, but he just don't got it, man. He just don't got it.
You're a Raider fan.
And PSA to Carolina, please get that boy Bryce Young a competent line before that boy get killed out there. Please.
Yep.
I beg of you. I effing beg of you. We've seen this spit too many times, man, with these high prospects coming in the league, coming to these atrocious lines that they just continue to ignore. And
it's gonna take a minute.
Spit ends up happening, man.
And he needs a couple guys that could get some separation out there, for crying out loud.
That too.
The receiving core it seemed like the receiving
he's
core.
He's gonna get killed waiting on these guys to get open.
And it seemed like the only time any of these receivers really got open was when they were going toward the sidelines, like route, little outs going that way. But anything over the middle or deep, the Saints weren't having it. And that pass rush, that pass rush got to him. What was it, 4 sacks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some of it was crazy. And granted, it is the Saints that. Whoa, boy, I don't know. I had a.
Oh no, you get my bad.
I was like, what the F was that? I thought this nigga flashed the podcast or something. I was like, what the F? I took my eye off too long. I must be getting tired, bro. This is our like, I haven't seen the numbers yet, but I'm pretty sure this is our longest episode ever. So I'm getting effing tired. But yeah, protect that boy, man, before something happens to him. Please, 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 Carolina. So we can at least see what the guy is really made of. Because right now, we don't know Spit. He just looked like a kid out there running for his life.
I agree.
Now, last but not effing least, we're going to go Cleveland and Pittsburgh. One of the greatest rivalries in sports.
Boy, Nick Chubb, I'm praying for fast healing, boy.
Isaiah, when I tell you, bro, I didn't see this bit happen. Ragu came in a chat and said something like, damn, there goes my fantasy season.
Yeah, that's what
and one of the homies had told me, or he had said on the post, like, they weren't even showing the injury no more. So once I seen him say that, I'm like, oh, I don't want to see that split. I went to make sure he got hurt, but I said, I don't even want to see this split. I was going through somebody's story and accidentally seen it. And my whole body cringed.
Who put it on the chat? One of y'all put that shit on the chat.
Oh, it wasn't me.
Oh, I didn't even look. Oh, I didn't look in the chat. I seen it from what you said. I seen it from like the notifications. So I didn't even look. If I would have seen that, I would have been hot. I hate seeing spit like that. So
I wouldn't have saw it.
I accidentally seen it on somebody's story. And man, when I tell you my whole body just turned cringe, my legs is hurting right now thinking about it. Like that was nasty, bro. That was very nasty. That's probably one of the worst I can recall seeing live. Well, not live, but that's probably one of the worst I can recall ever seeing, period, other than like when dude Bone was hanging out. I forgot dude from college basketball.
Louisville, Kevin Ware.
Kevin something, yeah. That dude. That's probably the worst I've seen since that.
No,
that was bad.
What I will say is, go ahead, Ragu, my bad.
Joe Theismann was bad, and Livingston as well. Basketball was bad.
Well, I said since then.
What I will say is,
but it was all of it was about it around in that same thing that last night with Mr. Jamal Chubb. So yeah, shout out to him, man. I hope you all right, man.
Damn, that's been hurt thinking about it, bro.
Yeah, I hope that you had surgery and they got that thing on the mend for you, man.
Absolutely, man.
Or at least you about to have surgery tomorrow.
Another conversation I hate, man. A lot of these running backs seem like been getting hurt already, man. Y'all think they finna use this in conversation? Yep. This is exactly why.
You know they are.
You can't.
They're already tallying it right now.
JC, you said the show has been long enough, bro. I don't think we should start.
Yeah, I feel you.
Unless you want to go 4 hours.
I feel you.
But you know what they gonna use it in reverse and say that, look, this is why we don't want to pay them. The running backs can say, look, this is why we should get paid.
Good. Yeah, you're right. That's a great point. That's a great point.
I don't know how that would work either way. If I'm a running backs agent, I'm gonna be like, look at this
exactly.
Shit.
That's why, exactly. Because that's at risk every time we on the field, really, not even run the ball, because they got contact damn near every play.
Hey, negotiation issue number one, not to cut you off, Isaiah. No franchise tag for running backs next time around, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just cannot.
Players union, listen up. Players Union, listen to F.
I mean,
and we need to put some language in there about the rookie deal too. Maybe shorten it for running backs or something, bro.
Yeah, I said
it's a travesty.
Yeah, you're right. I said shorten it to at most 3 years for the rookie deal for running backs. And you're right. Like JC, fuck just damn near every play. It is every play as a running back. You are going to be touched by somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I can't. Like,
even if you're on a little flat route on the way, nigga, you're gonna get some type of little quick
like G shit. There's probably 1% of plays where a running back goes untouched by anybody. You know,
you have to run the football up in there. You have to catch the football and you have to block.
Yeah. So it's probably and
you're not blocking DBs.
Yeah, this is at most it's 3% of plays where a running back goes untouched. 3%. That is at most, and I'm stretching it by saying 3%. So
and then you got stacked boxes and shit.
Yeah. So
they running guys into, let's do the numbers, bro. You got 5 guys up there blocking. You got the quarterback and the running back that you take out. You got the receivers spread out.
And they don't got the protection rules that y'all gave to the quarterbacks. On top of
you got a 6-on-8 right there. You running that thing into that 6-on-8 with these guys. Like on the play when Chubb got hurt, bro. It's just ridiculous, man.
Yeah, and another
and then
one.
You turn around and tell the guy he ain't worth shit at the end of the season.
Right.
Yeah. And another person who's getting death threats right now, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Whether I'm praying for you, I'll definitely say prayer tonight. Bro,
yeah, I did see it. I didn't want to bring that up because I knew that would be a whole nother topic.
Stop the shit, bro.
There was a thing with that.
Because
it was a little. I saw the little funk with it. What should we go high? Should we go low? There's no, what we gonna do. You know what I thought, and I don't mean to make light of it, but I was like, Chubb should have been putting them fucking videos of you squatting them all that fucking weight, bro. And them dudes wouldn't be all scared like that because they'd be scared to tackle them, bro. You could tell.
Yeah.
That's another thing, bro.
I mean, that's one thing. I ain't gonna lie. And I mean, this is a very smaller degree, but in Pop Warner with niggas like that, we was always taught to go for the knees, chop them knees up when you smaller guys. So
and that's another thing. Like I was just gonna say, bro, Chubb is a person who can get an extra 3-4 yards just off of turning his legs. Like, let's be serious, bro. He has one of the highest.
Ooh, man, I'm still cringing thinking about it. That's crazy.
Yeah,
no, because we keep talking about it. So you keep,
man.
I mean, he has one of the highest yards per carry of any running back in the NFL. He's top 3. So this shit ain't some like some shit that's supposed to be taken lightly. Like, bro, all he has to do is keep turning his legs. He can get an extra 2 yards easy. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think Minkah was trying to be dirty. I honestly think that he was trying to stop tracks and say, like, it as a respect thing, like, bro, he can get another 3 yards just like we said, just off of keep pushing.
And so, Chubb was a unicorn who was, as a featured running back, was probably gonna get a 3rd deal.
Yeah, definitely. Bro,
not now though. But
hey, bro, y'all see me with
got 2 deals.
Hey, and Isaiah, you was talking about your leading your prediction leader. If I'm not mistaken, I think I had Chubb as the leader rusher this year. I think I had him or Pollard.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I gave some Raider love to Josh Jacobs, thinking that like we was gonna repeat. But y'all see this jersey, y'all see the logo, Gators right there, right? I'm very familiar with Mr. Nick Chubb. Okay, bro, he gave me fucking frustrations playing.
But listen. Let me just add this: he got drafted in the 2nd round, thus not susceptible to that rookie deal shit.
Yeah, I mean, and that
ain't that crazy?
Yeah, and it's crazy because that's a blessing.
So, that helped him get 2 deals.
Yeah, so I don't think Minkah was necessarily trying to be dirty and fucking injure him. Like, I honestly think
I don't think anybody could purposely try to do an injury like that, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
hey, I don't even think that's possible. This boy squatting the whole gym. Okay, you gotta run up on this dude.
Like, My bad, Ragu. What does he score at? Like 700?
Seven and change on the free weights.
Let's be for real, bro.
The bar bent all like this and shit. It's man.
I think you said it perfectly, Ragu. I mean, I get you, with the not wanting to make light, but I get what you're saying though on some, on some casual spit with that for sure.
Like, bro, if you see a brother squatting 735 pounds, what you finna do?
Exactly.
Go straight at his fucking legs, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna tie his shoes.
Like G shit. So I'm honestly hoping for Nick Chubb to get healthy soon because he's one of the best running backs that we got in this game, like bar none. And
and I was looking forward to him this season. Not having the Kareem Hunt split thing that they've been doing all this time. Like, man, just let that nigga go. And it seemed like they was finally about to do that, man. And it's unfortunate. And I can only hope that he comes back 70% of what he's been, over the last few years.
All I have to say is I'm in 3 leagues in fantasy, and I think I drafted him in 2.
Oh man, damn.
You better go pick up that boy.
Ford.
Yep.
But what I will say
my motto is what? What did I say my motto was?
Can never have too many backs.
So this is
there
why.
You go right there. I kept thinking about you every time I'm about to pick up a back on the waiver wire. I think about what you say, what you're saying.
G shit, he definitely right because that other team that I got,
I needed some backs yesterday with that bullshit Miles Sanders pulled from me. I needed 14 points. This nigga can't get past the 2-3 yard line.
And the way that offense is looking, bro, I don't think Miles
it's that
Sanders
line. Yeah, I know, man. I know.
But Ragu is right. Like I said, even though I didn't start Brian Robinson this week,
and I had him too. I didn't even think to start the nigga. Like,
man,
I would have easily won my split.
Yeah, you telling me, nigga.
And I got another fantasy story. I had in the trade queue for 2 days a trade for DeAndre Swift for Keenan Allen.
Oh man,
who had who?
During the game, I went and checked and saw that he didn't accept it. I took that shit back.
Oh, you sent the
I had a trade. It was on the table. We had talked on the phone and everything. We were supposed to do it.
Man,
for whatever reason.
Did he hit you?
I called him the next morning early and was like, "Hey, you looked at the board?" He like, "Oh yeah, let me go accept it." I'm like, "Hey, don't even waste your time.
Nigga,
don't even waste your time." I called him at like 9 in the morning the next day. Like, "Hey, yeah, that shit is over, bro."
No, this week that fucked me up was I didn't, like JC said.
But that's the thing with the overreacting over week 1, man. I be trying to tell y'all.
No, for sure. It was just that the fact that
I looked at it as I was getting a solid receiver that I knew what was going to do and trading somebody that I wasn't exactly sure what was going to do. That's what I was looking at it as.
No, I feel that because like Ragu just said, you can't have too many backs. So I got like damn near like 4 starting caliber running backs.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what you do.
And thinking that, okay, Aaron Jones is out this week. A.J. Dillon going against the Falcons.
Me too. I thought the same thing.
Man,
and he shit the bed.
Man, Brian.
Yeah, I could have told y'all Dillon ain't like that. I tried that a few times when AJ was out over the years. That spit don't never work.
Nigga, I think he's going to at least get 20 points up off that defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get that.
Falcons got a good D this year, though. They looking good so far.
Defense, yeah, he shat the bed. Yeah, I thought the same strategy. And it's
with Brian Robinson win against a tougher defense this week, if I'm not mistaken. So then he ended up 44.
That's fair.
He ended up going to score.
But they also got off on them niggas though.
Definitely, he scored 45 points. This fucking 44.9. So you might as well say 45 points. And then Smith went off.
DeAndre Swift went nuts.
Yeah, so Swift went fucking crazy.
Quarter after being hit.
Damn, I was watching the game and I didn't realize Pickens had a $120 with a tutty.
He did?
Hey, he actually had a day. Yeah, he had a night.
If I would have started,
he had that long touchdown.
You got Pickens on your team?
Yeah, I
He
got
had that long.
Oh,
bro, I got
damn.
In our league, I got Pickens on our team. In the other league,
Nigga, you should have. The way you be talking about Denzel Ward, you should have started that thing.
Definitely. with the other money league, I got Brian Robinson and Geno Smith. So if I would have started him over Trevor and AJ Dillon, I would have been all right.
Well, I had Geno on the bench, but that's because I started Burrow. So I mean, that should be understandable.
That's very understandable.
It was just no way that I thought Burrow
All right.
this bad. It's a week.
Yeah, I know. That's what Geno said. Huh? That's what Geno said.
He said they wrote me off, but I ain't right back.
He ain't right back.
Geno showed up.
He ain't right JC back.
Exactly. Geno showed up to his hater funeral. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm right here. Fuck you, me.
Man. Yeah, I got a few players. I ain't gonna lie. I had like 3 of the top 10 players in fantasy this week on my bench, bro. Nico Collins, Brian Robinson. I know Geno had like 26, so I think he was up there. Like, yeah, I had like it was tough, man. And I lost by 3 points. Ain't that crazy?
Don't even get me started, bro.
But you know, we live to fight another week, man. Let's get back to it. It's still early.
But no, fuck that. Let's go.
You're only 1-1, Isaiah.
Let's go take a look into Isaiah's fucking fantasy week. So Trevor's for my league, because you know points are set up different for each league.
Nigga, that's your fault for drafting that nigga. I don't know what you was thinking.
Shut your ass up. I get talking about your ass. Trevor scored 10.3 points. Fucking Geno Smith scored 32.6.
Damn, what type of league y'all got? He got 26 in mine. That must got some extra spit.
Yeah, he gets points extra for rushing first downs and first.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, you know, shit like that. AJ Dillon got 13.3 points. Brian Robinson got 44.9 points.
Y'all got all type of incentives in y'all spit.
That's a lot of points.
So for Damian Pierce, who was my flex, got 7.
That nigga was trash.
Exactly. He got 7 point. Listen, he got 7.5 points. Motherfucking George Pickens got 26.7 points.
Tough week, man.
Bro, if I would have just started one of them, I would have won my.
That was the same split for me, bro. I had 3 of the top 10 niggas sitting on my bench.
Oh
bro.
yeah, I didn't start DeAndre
for Miles Sanders, bro, because I forgot about that line, man. Sanders is not necessarily the problem, man. It's that effing line.
It's the team.
That too.
I mean, you know, it's the offense. I should say. It's the offense.
Yeah, you right.
But let's get up out of here, man. I appreciate my brothers for hanging out for this long, man. I think we broke a milestone today. Longest episode ever.
Yeah, go ahead. You go first.
When are we gonna be able to have enough free time to try to do an all-nighter type episode?
You talking about free time after we just had our longest episode?
Bro, I want to keep going. This is too fun.
That's the whole thing, man. We could a lot of these topics we talk about, we could literally talk about all day if you let us type.
We really need to have a Raiders.
You know what I'm saying? That's my job. I'm failing y'all by not breaking this shit down.
I'm serious about the Raider talk. We got more shows in us that we are kind of letting go by the wayside. We could be doing other.
We got enough. Yeah,
we could be doing more content. I feel.
For sure, bro. We definitely gonna get that going.
But we'll talk about that.
I'm still working on the Infinity Stones of teams in the NFL, of getting a fan from every team on here. I'm still working on that. I think we probably like almost halfway there. I think, you know what I'm saying? We probably had a good like 12, 13 so far. We got to get us you know what's funny? We haven't had a Cowboys guy out of all the teams. We haven't had a Cowboys yet. And I think that's the one y'all gonna F up the most.
I'll get my mom on.
Mom's could come through. and then I can get Washington. My mom is a Washington fan.
Yeah,
I can get her for that.
My pops on through for that, man.
Who's your pop squad?
My pops is Cowboys.
Yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Pops is Dallas?
I mean, my dad was born in 59, so that was America's team definitely through the 60s.
My daughter is a Charger fan.
Oh, wow. How does that?
That's wild. As much spit as you be talking, bro.
I mean,
you got to deal with it in your household.
She only 31, man, and the Raiders haven't done much in her lifetime.
That's fair.
Nigga, what the Chargers do?
Right. That's true. That's true.
Hey, I feel like we always. I feel like.
But y'all had LaDainian and all that.
Yeah, Chargers be having some marquee guys though. Yeah. Drew Brees, LT.
The sad part is she corrupted
Philip for a couple seasons.
Oh no, she ain't corrupt the grandbaby now.
Yeah, she be buying him all that bullshit, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you try?
I gotta get on a strong anti-Chargers campaign with him. He's only 8, so I still got time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. Facts.
Man, Trey, I was able to convert my girl over to Rams fandom, but I couldn't get Lil Man to convert to Rams fandom. He stuck with that Niners fit. He was not playing with me. Like, I'm like, how did I get a grown 30-something-year-old to convert, and I couldn't get Lil Man to convert? That nigga. That young but the whole family, they all Ninered out, so I kind of get it.
That young shit is tough, man.
But my whole family was Redskins, and I never converted. I just said, I'm gonna sit this one out, stick with my Lakers.
No, for
when
sure.
you that young and you decide, it's over. Sometimes it makes no sense. They could be in Alaska somewhere. Be like, damn, why you like them?
Yeah.
Real quick, before we wrap it up, I wanted to say too, I was listening a few episodes back. We were talking about how you like how you became a fan and all. I don't know if I told you, but my mom is the Dallas Cowboys fan. Was the reason why I became a Pats fan.
Damn, that's crazy.
Hey, I understand.
Yeah, in 2004,
they are something
she was
else.
like, yeah,
and
she was like, it was 2000.
I think if Washington would have actually been doing something at that time, maybe I would have jumped on in with moms and all of them back in the day. But I didn't see I'm like, what is y'all cheering for? I didn't get it.
Just missed them being good.
I missed. Yeah, I know. They when I was like too young to understand what was going on, they was good. Yeah. But when I actually can understand, so I'm like, what's going on?
They was trash. Yeah, they was mediocre at best during that time. Yeah.
The only highlight I seen was Clinton Portis, to where I was like, okay, that's a little something.
When you was in your crib and your mama was watching the game, watch the Redskins was the shit, my guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, let me get in a little bit before we go. I know it's a little bit sentimental for me. I ain't gonna lie, I've been having a rough week, missing my sister, that's the only sibling I had. But I just want to say thank you for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys giving me something to look forward to every Tuesday, talking with you guys. I only had one sibling growing up, and that was my sister, and to lose her, that shit was very hard for me. But to share, just one day a week with my brothers, talking fucking football every week, talking fucking sports in general, has been a good relief for me, especially around this time, which is the time of her passing. So, my sister Ashley, I miss you so much. I love you more than life itself. But I'm glad that I have been able to spend time with you guys and talk with you guys and just experience life with you guys. And one day we all gonna meet up. I met with JC.
Oh, for sure.
Andre,
I think the 100th episode we gotta find a way to do that one live, man.
Hey, let me know. I'll figure out a fucking way to be there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to meeting up with you guys. Especially
we still wait. We not on for Super Bowl in Vegas. This
hey, I'm here. You already know.
I thought it was gonna be some tailgating going on or something.
Come on, nigga.
I think we should do that.
I told you I'm coming a little early
sure.
though. I'm finna dodge that traffic, so I'm gonna be there like a week early. But and I'm staying a week later because I ain't sitting in no traffic for 10 hours.
If y'all pull up, I'm willing to buy the whole grill for that shit, nigga. So
I ain't coming. I can't make it till Saturday evening. So.
Oh yeah, you might as well stay where you at, brother.
As long as you here on Sunday,
you gonna be watching the game in the traffic.
Exactly. As long as you here on Sunday, my boy, we'll have the grill ready. You know,
wait, Isaiah. I got a question real quick. I don't mean to bring it back. I just wanted to ask you because you brought up a topic that I'm slightly dealing with too. Like consciously, she's in my head. My sister. How do you deal with that? I'm sorry. I don't mean to take too long, but how do you deal with it? Because my issue is like I tell myself, okay, tomorrow I'll be good, but it's like it hits me in waves, and then it's like, damn, I'm looking for answers I can't find.
Same thing that I told you, brother. I deal with that shit day by day, bro. Like some days I might be feeling good, then other days, bro, I'll be at the house crying like with my girl, and I'll be like, bro, I need help, bro. Like I ain't even gonna lie, like I told JC, bro, like I posted on Facebook recently, like, bro, I fucking miss my sister, bro. Her birthday.
But it hurts, like.
Yeah, bro, that shit, like when I got the phone call, cause I wasn't even awake, like when they got the phone call. Like my phone was in the other room, in the living room, and my mom's was calling me, blowing up my phone, call my dad, and she called my girlfriend, Jasmine. And then Jasmine was sitting in the bathroom the whole time, like stressing about how to tell me about the situation. Like she knew like that shit was gonna fuck me up. Like, and when she told me, like, that's my only sister. Like, that's my only sibling, period. Like now, like, you know, like when you a kid, like you joke around with your sibling, oh, I wish I was the only child. Like, you get on my fucking nerves and shit, and like to be this alone, like, you know, watching your parents get older and shit, because none of us live forever. And you know,
how long has it been, bro?
It'll be going on 2 years in October 10th.
Oh my God. So
yes.
What about you, Trey? What about you?
Mine is 3 years because she passed in 2020, but she had stuff going on ahead of time. But it was like you, they called me. I got that phone call because they knew I was the only one that was going to be awake, and my parents used to shut their phones off. So I got the call, and it was kind of like it felt like someone took a part of me like away because she wasn't my sister. She treated me like her best friend. Yeah. So that's where it was like, damn.
So you guys are inside of 5 years of this happening. So have I shared with you guys what happened in my life?
I mean, no. I know, but yeah, they probably don't know.
No, I don't know.
My oldest son got murdered, my guy, 2010. So he was 22 years old. It was about 3 weeks before his 23rd birthday. So where you guys are right now, bro, is you like the only way I could describe it to you is like you in a fog right now, bro. Dude. 2 years and 3 years away is nothing, my God.
And
I can't even remember the first couple years after. Like it's a blank to me. Like most of that time I was rocking that shit, I was on autopilot. You guys are on autopilot, bro. As far as all that the morning and all that shit goes, all I could tell you is y'all ain't gonna never be the same.
Yeah.
But
right,
you'll be able to make it through the daily after a while, bro.
Yeah.
After a while. Y'all still very much in it. Believe me. Like you're gonna look back 10 years from now, and I know it's even hard to like know that you gotta move on without them that long. You like feel like you could be, if you could just stay like right here where they still fresh, where you still got like stuff that they that they used to do, or y'all might even still got a voicemail or something that y'all calling or something to hear their voice or some shit like that. But you know, as you do move 10, 12, 15 years away or something, bro, the days or whatever you're able to get by, but it ain't gonna never be the same, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what, like, probably about a year ago, I realized, like, bro, you got to go to grief counseling, like, on some, like,
I did not, because, and it ain't really no because, just, you know, as Black men, especially like in my era, we on some, you know, give me a drink, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, real shit. Like, that's how my dad is. Like, he's closer to your era. My dad is what, 60. He'll be 64 this year.
So this was his daughter, your dad?
For my dad, this was his technically his stepdaughter, but he met her when she was 3 years old.
Oh yeah, so they are him and Moms is in a fog, bro. Because they are me. So you are my kids who lost a sibling.
Yeah.
So I know what y'all are going through, but your parents are me. And trust me, bro, it's a fog.
Yeah, you should never have to bury a child, man. That's just not how the cycle.
And like JC know, like, bro, every October 3rd and through the 10th, like, because unfortunately my sister passed a week after her birthday. And like I tell people, I will forever.
Her birthday is October 3rd?
Yeah, her birthday's October 3rd. She passed on October 10th.
That's my wife's birthday, man. That's crazy.
Well, we'll be celebrating your wife's birthday from now on, brother.
Yeah.
And
yes, sir.
It just hurt me so much because, like, bro, the last time I saw my sister in person, like, obviously she was dealing with like a newborn, 1 year old, stressed out shit, and she kind of snapped at me, like yelled at me, and I was like, bro, fuck this shit, bro. I'm not coming home for the holidays. Like, y'all got me fucked up. Like, y'all gonna be yelling at me like this and shit, and like, and then she didn't make it to the holidays, and like, bro, that is some shit I will forever feel guilty about. Like, no matter what anybody tell me, like, talking about some, like, you know, your sister loved you, bro. I will never not feel guilty about that shit. And like I tell people, if you can let that shit go, if that shit was not that serious, let that shit go. Like, bro, like I'm a little bit finna cry right now, but like, bro, let that shit go. Like, if there's nothing that y'all take from me from this fucking show, bro, let that shit. If it can be let go, if it's not that fucking serious, let that shit go. Because
I could tell you this, Isaiah. I'm definitely somebody who needed to hear that. So,
like, bro, I walked out that fucking house without hugging my sister, and I don't know what it feels like to hug my sister for the last time, bro. If you can let that shit go, bro, I'm looking y'all dead in y'all fucking eyes, bro. Let that shit go.
Amen, bro.
So
definitely.
I just want to, like I said, bro, I just want to thank y'all for, like, bro, giving me something to live for, because during that especially that first year, but it was hard, bro. It was hard looking for something forward to look like, to live for. And now I got bro, good ass friends, Ragu, Dre, JC, bro. Like, I look forward to y'all every Tuesday, even though it's about some shit that, like, you know what I'm saying, that don't even really matter for real in the grand scheme of life. But like, we get to talk and chop it up, and you know, it really boosts my spirit. So I really thank y'all boys, like, for giving me something to look forward to, and it means a shitload to me. Like,
of course, bro.
If y'all
hey, like, when I text you, JC, it's podcast day. That is the one thing.
Jay don't be playing. Jay be on my neck, boy. Before Tuesday, he be making show.
Bro, I'll be what time? 3:30. He be hitting me. I don't know. I gotta see when everyone else.
Exactly. And JC know, bro. Like, bro, my line open 24/7, bro. Like, I might be a little bit.
Isaiah for sure got the record of episodes for sure. I think you probably missed, like, what, maybe 3, maybe?
Yeah, so
out of damn near 70. So yeah, you definitely be making sure you here.
Like, bro, I might miss your call, but I will call you right back as soon as possible. And
yeah. And a lot of y'all do that, man. I appreciate all of y'all, even the ones that's not here right now. I get random texts and calls all the time. Man, you filming today? Are you filming this week? Are you filming? I get a lot of that, man. So, I'm glad that we're all able to collectively create a space for us like this, man, to just talk our spit, man, just hang out, talk sports as if like we in the backyard barbecuing or something. You know what I'm saying? And bring that to life for y'all. So
before we wrap it up, JC, you always say thank you to us, but in reality, at least for me, I say thank you to you because you gave me a platform to get heard, and to, well, get new friends. Well, who are like brothers now, or who are brothers now.
Yeah, I be tripping out, man, when it's like when when I meet one of y'all, or when I or when I bring somebody new to the podcast, and then like I be like the only mutual friend, and then I look 3 months later and y'all niggas got like 7 mutual friends. I'd be like, damn, like y'all niggas got closer behind the scenes than, you know what I'm saying? And even when, some of y'all probably talk to each other more than y'all talk to me at a certain point. So I love to see that type of split, man.
Yeah, like, bro, like Dre messaged me quite often.
Even my reels.
Yeah,
which I'm sorry about, bro.
I remember Jay Will hit me up like damn near 2 days later. Like, man, what's Andre Instagram? Before I even posted the episode, like he was already trying to reach out to some of y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that we able to build, relationships in that way and build the brotherhood. And like I said, hopefully, that magic number 100, the road to 100, we're all able to get us a live show that day in some type of way, man. And if not episode 100, we definitely will still get it in at some point before or after.
Pause.
And like I say, bro,
that was all.
Shout out to Coop, man. Damn.
Same thing I tell JC.
Hey, what's up, Coop? We miss you, brother.
We miss you.
Same thing I tell JC, bro. Like, same thing to Ragu, same thing to Dre, same thing to Coop, same thing to Jay Will, same thing to Norman. My line always open, bro. If you just want me to sit on the phone because you going through some shit, bro, my line always open, bro. Because I know as black men, bro, like, we don't really have that outlet, you know what I'm saying? Like, in our community, you know what I'm saying? It's seen as
I'm glad you younger guys are like kind of getting out of that
learning from the mistakes of the past, for sure.
Yeah, because I know like because you probably close to my dad's age, Ragu, and like he's not a
I think you ain't got to keep putting the emphasis on that like that.
I don't mean that. But like,
I see Ragu kind of looking like, damn.
My bad, Ragu. I ain't putting it on Ragu like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Ragu is 25. Ragu is 25.
You know what I'm saying? Ragu, the OG of this shit. This show.
For sure. So, he definitely got that crown. Y'all ain't old enough.
So like with my dad,
still looks 25.
With my dad, he ain't really one of the type to like, want to talk on the phone and shit and share his feelings and shit. Cause like it's just not common to people his age and shit. So like, bro, my line always open, bro. My line always open, bro. And like it don't matter if you just want to talk about some bullshit or whatever. It goes to all y'all. Tyrell, Eugene, Marvin, Dre, Ragu, JC. My line always open, brother. And like I said, if I have not told y'all before, I really do appreciate y'all to the fullest. Like, absolutely.
Hey, likewise, man. All y'all. I thank you.
I don't mean to seem insensitive or nothing. We could finish the graceful bow wow in the group chat. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out because I know for sure we done probably hit about 4 hours and close to over.
And to the fans, y'all can hit my line too, man. At _Ant, man. Just hit me up, man, and we can chop it up, man.
Right,
absolutely, man. Rest in peace to all of the fallen ones that we've talked about today. That's the first. Thank y'all for tuning in to even getting us to this point, man. I think we just put 68 in the books, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
So let's keep it going, man. Road to 100. Make sure y'all continue to like, share, comment, subscribe, man. Let's take this as far as we can effing go. Shout out to my brothers that's here. Shout out to my brothers that aren't here right now, but will be here sometime throughout the season. And
Raider talk is coming.
That being said, man, I think
right,
that's it, man. Go Rams, go Lakers, go Dodgers. See y'all next week, man. Peace.
Word.
Let's get it.